putting masks on everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Darts Night on Twitch here at the FODL, the first online dart league, the FODL. I'm your man Rob, aka Radar, hanging out with you in the booth this evening. Somewhat on time. What? What is this? What is this? Well, we're bringing it to you dart enthusiasts. Thank you for joining us. And if you're wondering why I seem so much more subdued, it's because I'm keeping it classy in the booth this evening. While I sip on my dirty martini, my vodka dirty martini, dry, bone dry, about as dry as you can make it with 3 olives. So since we're keeping it classy, I feel like raising the voice, very plebeian thing to do. I don't need to do it this evening. We're going to let the darts speak for themselves because we got a good one for you. We got triple header action for you. Starting with FODL D. It's a classic matchup here in the FODL D division. And you know it. I know it. We all know it, and we all love it. It's going to be between the Law, throwing out of Lorton, Virginia last season, finishing 6th place in the FODL D division, throwing with the 22-gram Windmow Sabotage Darts, hashtag Rule of Law. He's going up against Liberty Fires, you know it, out of Herndon, Virginia, last season finished 10th in the FODL D division, throwing with 22-gram Hare's Fire Darts, hashtag Extra Life. We're going to take a look at the standings. Boom. Got him on your screen right there. Liberty Fires currently sitting in 9th place with 16 total points. He's 4 points behind the cleaner and 7 behind Blademouth 5. However, he's got 2 matches in hand to try to make up that deficit. The Law, fresh off his first foray into the playoffs, in last place, just 2 points, has only won 1 leg so far, so has not gotten off to a great start here as we get near the midway point in this fall 2020 season. So time to turn it around, but he's going to have to do it in a big way. Liberty, if I recall correctly, he's playing better darts, and he could be making a push to make his first playoffs. I don't know if he's made it. It's been close. It's been close, but we'll see. But he's got work to do. Looking at the schedule, it's Game Week 3 matchup, the last one in Game Week 3. So we've got some bonus points already established. The Magic Wizard's got a 7 mark for the highest cricket throw. Magic Wizard also threw a 3.63 MPR leg. 3.63. This is FODL D, ladies and gentlemen. FODL D. Magic Wizard pounding with a 3.63. Adenak threw a 25 dart leg. The Fireman threw a 140. And the best checkout is a combination 53 from Darty South. Looking at the statistics, here we are. Liberty Fires 45th in the league. Law 46th in cricket, 1.31 to 1.24. Miss percentages roughly 2/3 apiece. 67 for Liberty, 64 for the Law. But you see the treble and bull percentage is where Liberty's making it up, 8.2% to just 2.4% for the Law. But the 5 mark percentage is 2.8%. So again, it's treble and bull percentage, not just treble percentage. Otherwise, he'd be pretty much 100% or more for the 5 mark whenever he hits a treble. You see the legs won. Liberty winning half of his cricket legs. Law is yet to win a cricket leg. In 501, the Law has the statistical advantage with the 37.73 palindromic 3-dart average. The Liberty Fires has the 48th best average at 33.82. The Law with a first 9 upwards of the upper 40s, almost to 50, 48.4. Liberty at 37.8. Average finish for the Law is 40 even. Liberty at 12.2. However, as we saw in the standings, the Law's only won 1 leg. 13%, so his average finish is 40, which means he finished on tops. Looking to make up some ground. Looking to do it. We're going to go over to the standings. 17 viewers have joined us out in the World Wide Web from Twitchland. Thank you very much to Grubs86, Train Photo, Pits to DJ Mike Hughes, subscribing with Prime DJ Mike Hughes for 22 months, H1 Doughboy, 8N Mojica, and King Raj 10. Thank you all for joining. I'm sure we'll get more throughout the match. But as we stand right now, we'll see if our players are ready to get the darts in the air. Liberty Fires, are you ready?
Ready.
Liberty is ready. How about Law? How are you ready?
I'm ready. Good luck to you all.
Both
Yep, shoot 'em up.
players are ready, which means it's time to get Darts Night on Twitch started. The Law with darts in hand first. Game on. The Law will get things started with a single 20 up into the center scoring wedge. It's a D division match up in the upper right-hand corner. 6 total legs. We will play all of them. 2 legs of cricket, followed by 4 legs of 501.
Close. Miss.
It's a miss to start off for Liberty Fires. Pits 2 saying, wow, Liberty almost drilling a 180 in warm-up. So as we came into the split view camera, Liberty almost had a maximum. Speaking of, the Law is going to find a treble 18 with that third and final dart of that visit. So he's got a wedge closed. Liberty back to work trying to find the 19.
Close again. Miss.
And it's back-to-back. Identical visits where he's missed 2 into the 7 and 1 to the 3. That time he was able to find a treble 3, though. But only counts for maybe the soul. The Law is going to miss and kick it right back over. Liberty looking to get his first mark on the board. Chatter09 in the chat, big Law fan here. Yo to JMU, bunch of rascal faces. The fireman in the chat. Heyo. Pits 2 saying Lego. Lush Throws Darts, subscribing at Tier 1, subscribing for 29 darts. Thank you very much, Lush Throws Darts. And that looks like a good visit, so the Law was excited about the subscription from the Lush as well. 420's blazing it there as he gets the wedge closed, gets some more points on the board. HX Duck here early, so he's going to get to watch all of the cricket we have in store this evening as he comes in with the classic, cricket still sucks. Liberty gets to 16, so he's got a wedge to score on now. The Law seems undeterred, though. He's going after the 19s, unconcerned with the 16 closure from Liberty Fires. He'll get 2 of them. The Law already has 20s and 18s closed. Liberty going after the 16s, trying to get some points, but it'll be a miss. 2 high, 1 low. Yeah, it looks like the Law will get the 19s closed. He'll get a single 17 as well, so methodically working his way down. Almost as methodically as he reviews briefings. Hashtag the Law. Yeah, it looks like maybe 2. It is just a single. That third dart was blocked out by the flights from Liberty Fire, so he does get 16 points on the board. Law, he's got another one closed as he gets the 17s buttoned up. So since he's going by the largest scoring wedges available, have to imagine he'll be going for the 16s on the next visit, unless Liberty finds a big dart. That's right in the neighborhood, though. Could be a treble. It's just a single. Wow, it's just next to the wire for Liberty. Could have been huge. Law is going to find a double 19 there with his last, so he will get 38 more points. But no work done towards closing the 16s of Liberty Fires. Liberty managing a single 16 once again, so he is chipping away at that lead slowly. Law looks like he's going to give him more opportunities to do so. Just a single 16 on the left side of the board as well.
Do that. There we go.
There's a nice turn from Liberty Fires as he gets into that treble bet. Had found the treble 11, was able to dial it down 2 wedges into the 16 with his last start to get 4 16s. 64 points gives him the point lead back, and Law will go back up top to 20s where he's got that one closed, and he'll get 2, which gets him right in.
I'll do that. Close though. Miss.
And right after the treble visit from Liberty Fires back to the missing ways of old, looking to get that back on lockdown here. And it's just a single from the Law, so he'll have another opportunity to have another go at some points here.
No.
Doughboy saying Liberty Fire's picture pretty top notch. Gotta agree, that is a crispy cam. Crispy like what the British people call chips. They're crisps. There's the close of the 16s from the law. He is going right over to the 15s. He will get a single there too. So 1 and 1 gets the 16s close, gets a single on the 15s, making his way down the board, trying to get his first leg of cricket victory for this season. Liberty's going to get a single as well, just one, as he says. Back over to the law. Oh, it's a tough bounce out. See ya. As that one finds a floor. It looked like it was headed into the treble 15, but caught an awkward angle off of the dart already lying in the single. Liberty's going to find a double 15 with his first dart, so he'll get it close, but he finds a next-door neighbor treble. Unfortunate for his final dart. Could have been 45 points. Had it been just micrometers lower, as the criminal would say. There's a single 15 from the law, which will close up the 15 wedge, and he gets a stray 18 as he moves to the center of the board. Liberty left with just the bullseye on which to score.
Good grouping. Miss.
And he does have a better grouping, so that's something to build on, but it is not in the target area. Law's going to get a stray 20, or maybe he was going for 20s just to get some extra points in there. Not really sure at this juncture. Could have been either one, depending on the standings and the points. Liberty's going to get one into the bull, and he'll start working on the 20s as well. That third dart going up top, just below top, so one bull, 120 for Liberty Fires. And Law looks like he's going to find another stray 20, so making good use of his misses to this point, as he is looking for just 3 bulls to get it squared away. Liberty Fires got some work to do, but he's got a mark in the bull already in a stray 19, so Liberty trying to make good use of his misses at the center as well. The first start's very close. Not sure if he's got one or not. He does, and that third dart deflecting into the 19, so again a 2-mark visit from the Law, getting a single bull, single 19, adding points.
Miss.
Liberty missing on the upper left-hand quadrant of this one. If you look at the scoreboard, 20, 18, 19, 17, 16, 15, and bull. Nothing in that upper left quadrant on which to score. Law manages another single. That dart just barely in there. You see it. His darts lie a little bit flatter than Liberty's. Liberty's got that little bit of that upward tilt. Law pretty flat, if not downwards. There's another bull for Liberty, though. He's one away from closing the bull to start scoring, but Law is one away from closing up the leg, and he's gonna do it with the first dart. Game, shot, and the leg going to the Law, as he will button this one up as we all sip our martinis. Liberty Fire is going to have the darts in hand for the second leg.
Do well, man.
Game on.
Come on. Get better.
Misses the Law in the chat, saying big Law fan here, go Law. King Raj calling her out for being biased. I agree. And Liberty Fires elects to defer to the second half after the miss. It's a football joke, since there is also Monday Night Football going on. It just started. It's the Vikings and the Bears. Not like anybody cares about those two teams. Just kidding, Chatter09. Oh my goodness, Liberty Fires was given a 9-mark run, treble 17 and a treble 19. Liberty Fires the big old 6-mark to get the party going here in the second leg of cricket.
Wow.
The Law looks like he just slipped into that treble 1, so he just gets the stray 18. Liberty Fires out in front. He's going for points. He's got both the middle wedges closed at the bottom half of the board. He gets a single 19, gets points on the board, and he is out in front thanks to a 6-mark, and he was gunning for a 9.
Boy.
Law manages another single 20, but still no points scored. So Liberty still out in front. staying at the bottom half. He's got a stray 16. And it looks like a single 19 to boot, so continuing to add to the point lead is Liberty Fires. A law with a shotgunning of darts there. Looks like a single 20 in the end of it, finding the 1 and the 2. Liberty pounding away at points on this visit. He gets 2 19s, went up top to start to work on the 20s but missed, but still 2 19s adding to that point lead, giving him 76 total points. Yota JMU asking if this new subdued persona is part of the martini theme. It is, because we're keeping it classy with the martini. How many people do you see screaming with martinis? Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. There are 2 19s and a single 16 for Liberty Fire, so getting more points. Getting closer to another wedge close of the 16s. But the Law still has the biggest wedge on which to score with the 20s, but he can't find any in there, as it's another miss. And another 16 for Liberty Fire, so that is the third wedge closure he has been able to get in this second leg. The Law is currently trapped in the 20s, and it's back-to-back misses for the Law as he sees the MPR dip below 1.0. So Liberty, now he's going up to the top half of the board with the where the 20s and 18s reside. But after missing his first 2 attempts at the 20s and 18s, he drops down from 19s and misses there as well.
Come on. What's going on?
There are 2 20s for the Law. Didn't even see the third dart come in, but it was tucked right behind that one that was in double 20. Liberty back to work, trying to keep the point lead steady. He gets a single 19. The treble 3 was right in the corner. Almost had another treble 17, but he does get 119. This is the Law saying, Big King Raj, 10 fan also, since you promised a dinner in Toronto, but you're not playing right now. So she can only root for the person who is. Speaking of, there's 4 20s for the Law. And he leaps back into the front of the point lead. Liberty, a lot of options on which to score, using a lot of them there. It looks like a single 16, single 19, so 2 marks for Liberty Fires. Almost got over to the 17s as well. But it's a classic point battle brewing between these two. Two more 20s for the Law, adding 40 points. Liberty trailing by 32. And Liberty trailing no more. First dart into the treble 19, finding another treble. Looks like he got a single 17 with that last as well. So it's 4 marks for Liberty Fires. He continues to plug along. And as soon as the Law gets any footing in points, it seems that's when Liberty has been rising to the occasion to snatch the point lead right back. There's 2 20s for the Law, so Liberty out in front by 2. He is going to bolster that. Building a fortress of points, digging a moat around it filled with even more points. So Liberty Fires single 17, single 16. He's up by 35. Train Photo said, lots of Law fans here. I'm in Lib's corner. So we got some people rooting for Lib. Pits 2 saying, we need some nice lounge music in between matches. Maybe some Yada's flute. Maybe. It'll probably just be whatever is on the photo playlist that I've been using, because that seems easiest to me to make sure we're trying not to use copyrighted music. There's 1 and 1 for Liberty Fires as he gets to work on closing the 20s of the Law. Law is going to get a single 20 up there. Liberty still maintaining a 34-point lead. And a 2.0 MPR. So Liberty's going back and forth. He'll get 2 16s. So again, 32 more points. He's got him closed already. Might as well use all of the available scoring areas. And there's a single 18 and a single 20, so Law with another stray as he's got 2 into the 18 now, where he's almost got it closed. Liberty's trying to get those 20s closed. Those pesky 20s for the Law that have been keeping him in this points battle. But he's not able to do it, and then when he drops down for the 19s, he misses there as well. That's a better grouping there from the Law, though. It's just going to count for 2. 2 20s. Liberty Fire's still up by 6. And it looks like a single 16 in there for Liberty Fires with the final dart. But Law still opportunities to score at the top half of the board. Looks like he may have found another stray 18. So a single 20 to get some points, a stray 18s, and now the Law has 2 wedges closed. Liberty Fire has 3 wedges closed. But it's been the points, the battle of point supremacy, which has been the story of this second leg. It's one that Liberty Fires is trying to right in his favor. But the Law obviously trying to object.
Ice.
Yeah, I figured that one was pretty good.
Ice.
I'll drink to that one as well. There's 2 20s. The Law getting back out on front in points for the first time in a while. Liberty, he's using the 17s. And he's going to use the 19s as well, finding the treble 19 with his final dart, single 17, 4-mark round. Again, as soon as the Law gets that point lead, Liberty digs deep, comes up with that treble finder, and is able to seek it, getting back on top. Law, single 20. He's got 400 even points. Liberty Fires up by 35. And Liberty will get the 20s closed with his first and second dart, dropping down for more points with his last but important close of the 20s. Law, however, has the 18s closed already, so he does have an immediate scoring opportunity, but Law had been getting a little bit comfortable on that 20 wedge, so maybe the move will shake him a bit. Just a single 18 in there for the Law. It's Liberty going back for more points. So there's a nice 3-mark round from Liberty Fires, 19, 16, and 18. Law is looking to get more than a 3-mark round here, though.
Nice.
And it's going to be 5 of them for the Law. 5 18s coming in on the left side of the board, taking the point lead back as he gets 90 points in there with those 18s. Liberty now. He answers back with a 5-mark visit of his own. Single 19, treble 16, single 16 for Liberty Fires. So both these players lighting up here in the 20th round of this leg. The Law answering back with 2 18s, keeping it close in the points battle, but still trailing by just essentially 1 mark. Liberty keeps them all straight. Unfortunately, they were into that 3 and not the 19 or 17 as he so desired.
Oh, come on.
We go back to the Law, gets at least 1, maybe even 2. It is just a single for the Law. Chatter 09. A visceral reaction to my joke about nobody caring about the Vikings or the Bears.
16, that's fine.
Here's a nice 16 for Liberty Fires. Back out on top. Back and forth we go. Will we see the 1,000-point FODL D point battle? That would be impressive. There's a single...
I don't think I've ever scored this many points before.
Single 18 from the Law. I don't know how many 1,000-point battles there have been. I know myself and Toaster did it 3 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, however long ago that was. But it made for a long leg of cricket. There's a nice double 16 for Liberty Fires. Got a single 19 in there as well for 3 marks. And the Law's going to manage to get 2 18s. Again, he is right there knocking on the door, trailing by just 4 points. Liberty making use of the double 16 once again. It'll be 3 total 16s for 48 more, up to 668. will get 1. Wasn't sure if that 1 near the bull was going to be in there or not. It is not. So just the single 18 above the treble. Liberty now changing his tune as he tries to go after the 18s. He's finding next door neighbors on either side and then comes back home to the 19s where he manages a single. But still not any traction in that 18 yet. Well, I guess he's got the one mark earlier, but I guess on that visit. There's a miss from the law. So this one could give Liberty an opportunity.
Bad dart. What is that? Don't do that. All right, going home.
So after some loose darts at the 18, probably equidistant from either side, comes back and pings one just above the treble in the center of the 19. Go figure.
Oh, come on.
And the law, just a single, almost found the double 18. Starting to fade a little bit here. Maybe a little fatigue. He did play a match right before this as well against Darty South.
Ooh, yes.
So
Damn.
the extended cricket potentially playing a factor might be part of the reason why Liberty Fire is going for the extended points battle. There's a nice treble 18 from the law, but he's not able to manage anything else, but it's tied 706, 706. If no more points are scored for the rest of the leg, it's whoever clears it up first. But Liberty looks like he wants to get more points, and he will with his final dart, finding a single 16.
Come on.
Yota JBU says, I want 2,000 points, 1.4, 1.5 marks at a time. There's a quick boost from the law. He'll get 4 18s. That one's 72 points right there. And he's back out in front. This points battle still in the relatively early stages. Single 19, single 16 for Liberty Fires, and Law coming to the board for the first time with the point lead.
Yeah.
Staying at the 18s, he'll manage to get a single. It's 2. Pepe Le versus Barboy. Estimated start time 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Maybe. There's a nice treble 17 for Liberty Fires. He gets back on top in the point battle. And this time the law will get a single. So
Stay here all night, boys.
again, keeping it tight. We are not far away from the 1,000 points. We're not that far. When you're talking about chipping away 18 and 19, 16, 17 points at a time. Law, first start was down at the bottom half of the board, goes back up, missing, so it's a miss back right back at Liberty Fires. Law stating right there already, arm getting tired. Liberty 17, 16, there's 33 points. As we build closer and closer. Law at 814, Liberty at 841. Anagrams of each other's point totals. Liberty darts at the top half of the board here. 20's already closed. He's got 2 of them there. He drops back down. There's another 16. We are getting there. Single 18 this time for the law. Liberty once again back to the board. 25-point lead. Oh, that dart very close to that treble 19, but it's on the other side. Miss turn from Liberty Fires. Law getting a single 18, so not enough to put him back in the point lead. Trailing by 7. And Liberty Fires, he will get a single 16. Yota JMU saying, live with the trifecta of white wedges at the bottom, making sure the misses count. Big brain strat. single 18
Tired of
once
throwing at this
again
18.
for the law.
I'm tired of this.
King Raj saying, this leg is still going, period. Train FODL, this is a battle royale.
Triple 16.
There's a treble 16, so Liberty Fire's kicking up the points, scoring a notch, getting a treble in there. Law looking to match. Can he find that treble 18 with his last? He cannot. It's a scooter dart off the board. No points for the Law.
Come on.
Liberty going for 18s.
Why?
And back to 19 with his last up to 940. Scooter Magooch saying they're trolling us and agreed to a points battle ahead of time. Not even mad. There's two more 18s as the Law eclipses.
That's definitely it, Rob.
The Law eclipses the 900 point mark. Ellis Sard saying it's the highest scoring he's ever seen in a cricket leg. We're getting there. We're certainly getting there. There's 17 more for Liberty Fires. Still not able to find that 18 when he wants it. That looks like a single 18 from the Law, so we're inching ever and ever closer. Liberty is just 43 points away. Make it. There's 17 for him. 26 points away. Law's going to get an 18. That puts him 60 away. We're getting there. It's going to happen. How can it not?
It's definitely going to happen.
How can it not at this point? Oh, that's how it's not going to happen. Liberty Fire's finding a double 18, but he's going to come back for points after anyways. 3 mark round for Liberty Fires. As he closes the 18s, he gets a single 19 in there as well. He's at 993. The Law's got to find somewhere else to score. He's got the 15 and bull as options. That might be a double 15.
It is. I don't know how to throw anywhere else on the board now.
There's 3 15s for the Law. As he's got another scoring wedge, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. Here we go. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Should have made more than one martini. This one's about to be gone. There's a treble 15 for Liberty Fires, so he gets it close, but he goes back and hits the 19, so Liberty Fires getting over 1,000 points with 1,012. The Law, he's got a score on the bull. Why not? He's got one of them in there. He got a stray 19 as well.
I want it, man.
Law wants to get there. He's on a mission at this point. Liberty's going to add to the point lead without trying to, finding a stray 17. He's already over 1,000. The Law, at this point, legitimately wants it.
Come on, man.
He will not find any help there. Liberty looking for 3 to end this leg. Get a single 16, continuing to go out there. Yota JMU throwing in some bits here. I'm going to assume it's 10 singles for 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like 11. 11 single bits from Yota JMU. Thank you very much. The Law finds another single bull. Liberty finds a treble 15. However, that one's already closed. Cannot find the center. Lucier RC joining the chat. Does DC have a round limit? It does not. King Raj 10, so glad this is the first match.
I've already played a match tonight.
Well, they're talking about the first match on the
know.
screen. That's a miss from the Law. Again, remarking that he's already played a match, so he's thrown a lot of darts here. A lot of darts being thrown. There is another miss from Liberty Fires, struggling to find the range in the middle. That's a tough dart for the Law. He says it's a terrible dart. It was a good effort. It's just below. It's just bad in the sense that it blocks off the bull for him. But he manages to get 2 17s after he comes down.
3
Come on.
Oh, 3 17s, excuse me. Yota JMU saying we're going to need to put in a few more quarters to finish this leg. Train Photo saying Law's getting ready for 501, hitting the doubles. Nothing scored there from the Law. Pitts 2 saying the Law has thrown 900 darts tonight. I don't know if he went back and looked at the first match and actually calculated that or if he's just estimating. We'll see. There's a single 19 for Liberty Fires straying into it.
Come on, dude.
It's another miss from the Law. DJ Mike Hughes saying, I honestly may give the same number of bits as the winning score. It's a lot of bits. It's a lot.
All right, I got distracted by that.
It's a miss from Liberty. Pitts 2 saying Radar are going to have 1 martini per leg. I wish. The only problem is I'd have to get up and make another one. There's a single 19 and 2 single 16s for the Law. So not only is this one already over 1,000 points on Liberty Fireside, it's close to a bull race at this point. And Law looks like he might be trying to go that route at this point in time. That could be a single 19, so Law is changing the strategy here. Trying to make it a bull race. Liberty Fire is looking for 3 in the center. Finish it.
Why?
Because that's how you finish the leg, Liberty. That's
Why?
It's a miss. The Law needs 116. There it is. So we have a bull race, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bullseye with the third dart for the Law. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. The Law needs 4 bulls to win this leg. He will get over 1,000 points in doing so. Liberty Fire needs 3. It is 4-3, 965 to 1064. 4 extra bulls equals 100 points. That's easy math. That'll put the Law up by 1. Here we go.
Ah!
I'm gonna slouch in my chair.
You need another martini.
Yeah, I really do. Might just bring the bottle of vodka over here and drink it until it's gone.
Double.
There's a nice bullseye from Liberty Fires. He said, "You want to make it a bull race? That's fine. I'm gonna inch within 1."
No, I'm saying you need a double martini.
Oh, a double martini. I could do that too. Huge bullseye, says Yo to JMU.
A little bit better. Just
Cannot get it there. Train Photo saying Liberty needs to get to 1440. That's how many minutes he played Mega Man on Twitch. And that first art was very close, but no cigar for the Law, at least not at this juncture. He's a fan of the tobacco. And it's not going to matter. The Law is going to fall short of the 1,000-point mark as Liberty Fires finds a single bull with his first art, throws the second and third just for funsies. Game shot and the leg to Liberty Fires.
I thought I missed it with that first art.
As he thought he missed it, so he kept going. Respect the game, but he does get it with the first to level the match at 1 apiece with the 1,064-point cricket leg. The Law wanted the 1,000 points, was 35 short of his goal. We're going to go to the 501 portion now. The Law's got darts in hand. Game on.
And if you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you.
DJ Mike Hughes, there are the 1,064 bits. Thank you very much, DJ Mike Hughes. And isn't that fitting? Of course. It has to be a breakfast for the first throw in 501 after that. Single 5, single 20, single 1 coming out from the Law as he smirks at me, just mocking me from his home in Lorton. And as we do here in the FODL, we ask an official breakfast question for the first breakfast of every single match. This is match 1 of tonight's triple header. So, all right. Since I'm drinking a martini, what's your favorite drink to drink up? It doesn't even have, I mean, I'm going to say it has to do with breakfast because alcoholism and things of the like and drinking for breakfast. Favorite drink to drink up? 35 viewers out there, let me know. If you're unfamiliar with that what that term means. It means shaken over ice, strained into what you would refer to as a martini glass. Drinking, so something that you drink up. Maybe it is just a dirty martini. Maybe it's Manhattan. Maybe it's a Cosmo. Maybe it's some other shaken drink like a creamsicle. Who knows? You let me know. That's who knows. You let me know, 37 viewers out there. Lucier RC said that was a riveting leg of darts. Yota Jam, you throwing out more biddies for that one. Cali Kid checking in because he's going to be in our second match. Was checking in to see where the time is. He goes, oh, this one might take a while. All you had to do was look at the schedule to figure that one out. Back-to-back 37s for the law. Repat 180 says, you don't have to work tonight, do you, Radar? No, I don't. If I did, I wouldn't have scheduled the 10 p.m. match. And if I did, I'd be in danger anyway. But I do not. And I also wouldn't be drinking. Maybe. Yota JMU says he does enjoy a dirty martini HX duck with an espresso martini. That's good. That's a good one for breakfast, too. King Raj 10 saying he would drink a Negroni up. Interesting. Okay.
So you mean like a mudslide?
No, I mean, talking about a Negroni.
What?
What do you... Mudslide. An espresso martini. You don't have espresso martinis over ice? I mean, you could. But I was just... the question was specifically drinks that you would have up their HX duck. I mean, I've had espresso martinis up.
Captain Ahab.
Delicious. There's the old 3 for Liberty Fires. The law is going to switch his strategy and go after the 19s. It doesn't seem to be working as he's got 2 off the board.
I want to go to bed.
Oh.
So the law wants to go to bed. He's got a tired arm and just tired in general. That looks like 25. Liberty Fires having 2 off the board and finding a bull, of all things, for 25 points.
24 plus 19 is 43.
That is correct. That's math.
Thanks.
DJ Mike Hughes saying he once had a really solid jalapeno margarita up. So that. All right. Repat 180. There's a nice 85 from Liberty Fires. Fine as a treble there.
Good darts. Good darts.
Repat saying a Mad Dog margarita.
Oh.
King Raj says this is the first time he's heard this term up. Wow.
Blame Canada.
I thought Canadians like to drink. Apparently not. Wow, Liberty Fires back-to-back treble visits here. 61 score for him, the third one going wide. It was about in line with the other one, though, so he had a good height there. Just missed left of the mark, but he's on a checkout now at 123. Law's going to join him, finding tops of that final dart. Looks like a 61. Oh, nope. It is 44.
Or 46, sorry. I'll fix it.
So it's 46. I was going to say, I don't know how that's 44. So Law will have to fix that when he comes back. Liberty Fires requires 123.
104. 100.
Liberty talking it out in his head, doing some good math there. So picking the right targets. Start with the 19s, left the treble 18 but missed low, left 100, was going after the 20s, missed high. He'll be left with 100. So the Law requires 144 after he gets that score correction. 46.
Okay.
60.
And it's going to be 60 scored, for the Law. Gets down to 84. He's under 100. Liberty requires 100.
This is where I don't want to aim.
And it's going to be 32 scored here for Liberty Fires. It's down to 72. Sorry, 68. Ugh. Law requires 84. utilizing the calculator function of Dark Connect. Dark Connect! Dark Connect. Shout out to DC Greg and DC David, some of the best customer service in the biz, but that is the scoring application that we use. It's $2 a month, $24 a year. All you need is one person to have an account, and you can play with anybody across the world with Guest Connect codes and such. Dark Connect. We are unsponsored, but we like it anyway. Liberty got a shot at double 16.
Oh.
He cannot find it, but left with 32. So again, some good math coming in from Liberty Fires. The law requires 51. And that looks like maybe a treble 7. If it is, he'll have 30 left. It's very close. I can't tell if it's a treble 16, treble 7 by that next.
Definitely a treble 7.
It is a treble 7, so he had 2 shots at double 15, but cannot find them for the law. Back to Liberty Fires at 32. Tight grouping. It's just a little bit high. He stays high. The third dart is inside as well, so he'll score 8 down to 24. The law requires 30. It looks like a single 10, so that'll leave him the rascal. And that appears to be just outside. It is just outside. The rascal saying no to the law. Liberty Fires requires 24. And he will find it with the first dart. Game shot. And the leg going to Liberty Fires. So he goes up 2-1 with the break of throw there. And he'll be coming back to the board with darts in hand whenever he's ready. Game on! King Raj 10 is saying, if there's an up, is there a down? No, it'd be, I mean, you could get something on the rocks or neat. It's referred to as up because the martini glass is traditionally stemmed. Therefore, the drink is raised. Hence, up. Otherwise, you'd just be drinking on the rocks or neat. Fun facts. I used to bartend. Pitts 2 proclaiming that Liberty potentially wearing the criminal math shirt, which is contributing to the good math. It's possible. It's out there for purchase on the photo store. There's another 26 breakfast from Liberty Fire. So if you haven't answered the chat, the breakfast question in the chat, 37 viewers, the question was, what was your preferred alcoholic beverage to order up? And there is 33. Yoda James saying bang. Pitts 2 saying easy. And then Liberty to photo C. It's possible.
No.
It's possible.
No.
If he continues to play well, he could find himself in the playoffs fighting for a promotion spot. Mrs. Yota J. Mew describing how the law likes his martinis. Kettle 1, 3 olives, dry. As dry as you can make it. Mrs. The Law says, as dry as you can make it, indeed, you're a true friend. Alki Dart saying a white Russian. That'd be an interesting one to have up.
That's a 97. I hit a button wrong.
Okay. It is verified. We see it. 97 scored for the Law. Nice treble 20 for him. Thai Curry Pizza saying he missed the question, but the answer is beer. Beer up. That's interesting. I don't know if I would necessarily drink beer out of a martini glass. I mean, I guess why not? If you got the glassware. Pitts 2 saying a dirty martini is definitely the answer. Personally, even though I'm drinking a martini and I enjoy martinis, I'm going to say Manhattan. I love Manhattans. They're so good. So good.
What was the question?
Liberty, I know you're going to drink a crepe. So I'm not repeating it. Okay, I guess I have to repeat it because the law is going to throw another one for 26. So your favorite drink to drink up?
Oh, thank you. Crepe.
It's almost as if I have predictive powers and foresight. as I have capped off that martini, and we'll go ahead and take the olives off the spear.
92.
Liberty with a nice 92, though. So
Thank you.
powered by the crepe.
Hey. Crap.
And there's 31 from the law.
No.
Oh,
Try
there's
to
a
go.
scooter dart off the board. So it's 21. If you're of the legal drinking age enjoying an adult beverage wherever you happen to be watching us, 33 viewers, go ahead and take a drink because 21 is the legal drinking age here in the United States where we are predominantly based. I wish I could, but I just finished my adult beverage. And we'll have to wait till in between matches to make another. And Liberty
44.
with a 44, going to be just on the edge of checkout range at 183. Law trying to get there on this visit from 190. Looks like an 85 for him, so I think he will. So that second art was into the triple 20. 85 for the Law. He is at 105. Liberty looking to join now. Back at 83. Hit the 12, was trying to figure out what he wanted to do with his last. And he'll find the 13, so he is going to leave the big fish. He could charge himself a tier 3 sub here, depending on what happens. As it looks like the Law's going to get 41 there.
It's 56.
Let's see. Liberty Fire's 170 temp is off. I wasn't sure if that was a 5 or a 20, so it was two 20s and the 16. It's a breakfast for Liberty Fires. The Law requires 49.
Come on, dude. Oh,
Law wanted the 9. Can't tell if it's a double 12 or
Wow.
a single. That looks like a treble. So that's going to be a bust. Either way, it's going to be a bust for the Law, scoring 48 with 2 darts. Liberty Fires requires 144.
Why? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?
And 6. 6 is the number, down to 138. The Law requires 49.
are you serious?
And the Law changing his target. Last time wanted the 9, slipped into 12. This time was going 17, double 16, and finds the treble 17 for a bust, because that's 51.
Come on, man.
So he's not gotten a shot at double on this leg yet. Liberty requires 138. It's off. And he will score 37, down to 101.
Come on. 47.
Law's got 1 dart at double 16. It's just inside. A good run at the combination finish from the Law. Found the 2, corrected to the 15, missed just inside on the 16 to leave 16. Liberty requires 101.
96.
Will not be able to get it. The second dart drifting into the 1. He'll score 25, get down to 76. The Law 60 fewer at 16. It's very close, but looks to be just inside, up to double 4 now. Missing outside with both attempts at that double. Liberty Fires requires 76.
Ooh. Ooh. 66. 58.
Is that a single 18? 2 single 18s. There are 36 scored. He's got 1 dart for tops. And cannot find it. Would have been a big combination finish. Would have been the bonus point setter. The Law requires 8. And he'll find the next door double, unfortunately. Double 13 for a bust, back to Liberty on tops. Slips into the 1. Now has to do some cleanup from a 39. Finds the 3. So he'll have a dart at double 18.
What the hell was that?
That dart looked like he was back at tops, but it was in fact double 18, but it's a miss either way. He'll stay at 36. The law is at 8. No score from the law this time. All the darts are staying outside for him. Liberty requires double 18.
Not bad.
And similarly, Liberty missing all of his darts outside as well. Back over to the law.
First start.
And he will find it with the first dart. Game shot and the leg as the law is able to break Liberty's throw right back, level the match at 2 once again. This time the law looking to hold the throw here in 501. Game on! That's pretty crazy. Just saw that on the bottom line. Drew Brees, multiple broken ribs and a collapsed lung. Doesn't sound good. Liberty is going to get things kicked off here with an 86, it looks like. A couple of 13s and a treble 20. The law got started with a 43.
There you go, Rob.
There's
Your
our
favorite.
breakfast.
I was throwing them up for you tonight all night.
DJ Mike Hughes said big fish alert. He said, when I used to bartend at a country club, one member used to get an old-fashioned up. Had it once, it's pretty legit. Old-fashioned's very tasty. Can't go wrong with that. Pitts 2, when I mentioned Manhattans, acting like he forgot that they existed, even though when
There you
I
go,
was
Rob.
talking about drinks that you would have up, I mentioned Manhattans. Train photos saying, just heard it on the radio, Canadian health authorities say 3 drinks a day is okay. Sure. Why not? That looks like 56 this time from the law. He's got a couple in the 18, one in the 20. Liberty looking to keep it going. Had that treble 20 visit to start. Just 32 here, however.
Thinking about it too much.
King Raj in the chat saying Liberty Bibberty.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Yeah, we just got muted. Thai Curry Pizza saying GG Law, even Steven. This is the law. Go Law, go. Thai Curry Pizza, hasta luego, Foodle Monkeys. Pitts2 saying, sorry, I was drafting my terrible Monday Night Football flash lineup. Well, what are your priorities, commish? The league or your stupid DraftKings daily fantasy? Yeah, that's what I thought. Law turning it on here has got a couple of back-to-back 60s. Liberty had a 79 that last visit as well. Liberty
45.
18 darts in, going to be right around a 50 average. He's actually above it, 51. So getting things going. The law looks like he wants to get in on the 50-plus club as well. 92 scored for the law. He's down to a finish at 138. He's got the average above 50 once again.
35.
And Liberty with 35 is not
come
going
on,
to be
dude.
left with an out at 162. So the third dart errant. There, it looks like 38 scored for the law, left with an even 100. Liberty can only set up here from 162. Good news is it will be on a finish no matter what next turn.
42.
And he'll score 42, double 12, single 6, down to the Shanghai at 120. Law requires 100.
That's not what I wanted. 37.
37 scored for the law. Liberty requires 120. And it's off. 30 scored for Liberty Fires, 90 remaining. The law requires 63. single 13. There's a single 10. He's got a dart for tops. Goes just inside, does the law at his effort on the double ring. 20 remaining. If he comes back to the board, Liberty requires 90.
$68.
And it looks like 27 scored down to 63. The law requires 20, looking for double 10 for the Rascal. Inside, Rascal saying no. Up to double 5, that's inside as well. And the law elects to bust it. He will go back to 20. Liberty Fires requires 63.
Ooh. 59.
Liberty with the shot at tops for 63.
Why do you talk all the time? 28.
And that one is pulled left into the 5. 35 remaining. The law requires 20. Next door, double 6, leaves 8. And now the law.
What does that leave?
The law will have one dart at the madhouse with his final dart.
Don't
And
say
it's
I
going
didn't
to be a
bust
bust.
it. Don't say I didn't bust that on purpose. Don't say it.
I wasn't going to. If you were going to bust it on purpose, you would have thrown it at like the 11. There is a single 3, so Liberty's got 2 shots at double 16.
No, one more. Way off.
Goes outside of that first marker, if you want to call it a marker, but he's left with 32. The law requires 20.
What?
That is a 13. Now looking to clean up 7. Into the 3. He does sneak it in, but he cannot find double 2. 4 left. Liberty Fires requires 32. That's a good marker if you can use the inside of that one.
No. Oh.
Much better grouping. He finds the next door double, double 8. That's what he'll need if he's able to come back to the board, but the law's got 3 attempts at double 2. He goes inside, so the law will be left with the madhouse. Liberty Fires requires 16. Oh no, the second part into the 11, and he will bust that one. Go back to 16. The law requires 2. Inside, second dart for a bust. Back to Liberty Fires, double 8.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a bust with the first dart. That one's inside into the single 16. Back over to the law, requiring 2. Single 18 will bust it for the law with the third dart. Gave himself 3 runs at it, though. Liberty, double 8. Cautious first 2 darts. Third dart stays outside as well. No score. Back to the law. Madhouse.
Got it.
And he'll find it with the second dart. Game shot and the leg to the law. So he goes up 3-2. Escaping the madhouse with a shred of sanity left. We will go to the final leg of this match. Liberty Fires will have darts in hand. Game on. Liberty getting off to a good start there. 96 for Liberty Fires, finding that treble 20. The second dart. Chatter09 saying nice law. Misses the law saying yay. Blademouth 5 joining the chat. Love the support from Mrs. the Law. You're a model FODL wag. If you're unfamiliar, Mrs. the Law, it's FODL wives and girlfriends. Wag. That's where we that got here. Mrs. the Law immediately, though. Are you kidding? There's another leg. Yeah, there sure
Love
is.
you, babe.
There sure is. You see in that upper right-hand corner, Mrs. the Law. It's been there the whole time. 6 legs. It says it right there. Upper right-hand corner. I like just poke the eyes up that way. 6 legs, 2 crooked, 4, 5, and 1. It's 3-2. This one, however, is the final leg. You got that. You got that going for you.
Unless we tie.
There's 37. So both players finding a treble with their first visit. 80 for the Law, 96 for Liberty.
Come on.
And Liberty going 9-5, Dolly Parton style.
I don't even know what that is. 25?
That looks like 25. If you got a 20, a 1, and a 4. That's some quick basic math there.
$41.
Looks like 41 for Liberty Fires. Misses the Law in the chat saying, say goodnight to the baby.
Good night, baby.
There is 30 points scored for the Law. Careful not to dox his child. 20 scored for Liberty, finding the treble 1, a 12 and a 5. Law back into that treble wedge. That might be a ton. It could be. It is a ton score. It's a 100-point visit here in the FODL D division. Going to the Law, getting the average back up over 51, similar to last leg. Liberty trying to join, but this one's going to be just 18. Found the same spray of darts, 12, 5, and 1. This time missing the treble 1, though. Now the Law trying to get to a finish here, and he's going to get 46 points, which will get him down to 147, which isn't out. Liberty going to need a big dart here somewhere. Looks like just 26, maybe 28 for Liberty Fires. It is 28. You see it into the treble 1. The Law requires 147.
It's off.
It's well off. There's a Yo 11 going down to the casino. Pull up a casino on your phone. If they've got craps, go ahead and bet the pass line and hack into the coding and roll 11s until eternity because it will be free money. 28 scored once again for Liberty Fires. Still on the outside looking in for checkout range. Law, 136. It's on. And now it's off. But it's going to be another 100 scored for the Law. He wants the double 18 on his return to the board. Liberty looking to apply some pressure back at 196. 39 scored. We'll get him down to 157, so he's on a finish. Law requires 36. Goes next door, finding the madhouse. Now he's left with 34. Which would be the double 17. He is going aggressively after it and missing outside. 2 scored for the Law, down to 34. Liberty Fires 157. And it's off. 22 score Roadhouse double deuce for Liberty Fires. Law requires 34. He's splitting it this time, finding the 2, wants double 16, misses his 2 attempts in the bottom left-hand quadrant. Liberty Fires 135. And that might be 36 scored to leave 99. Only 3 dart out under 100. Law requires 32. And he might go lushy. Be looking for the lushy double 8 now. Oh, it is inside, so he wanted the double 12. That's just inside that double. Is very close. Liberty requires 99.
6.
And that is going to be 22 scored down to 77. The Law requires 24. Finding a couple in the surround, none of them in the double 12. Therefore, he remains at 24. Liberty Fires requires 77. It's a 15 now down to 62. He's got to dart the bullseye if he wants it with 50 left. He went after it, but could not find it, finding the 8 instead, left with 42. Law, flip it around. He's got 24. That's such a good marker. But he goes inside and low into the 9, left with 15. Liberty now, 42. There's 10, double 16. 2 attempts. Missing outside with both, left with 32 after 10 scored. The law requires 15. He wants double 6. Inside now to the basement, double 3, and it will be a bust with the final dart. It appears into the 19, back to 15. Liberty requires 32, that's inside 16. Next door, double 8, now across to double 4. Missing outside, 8 remaining for Liberty Fires, 15 for the law.
Well,
There's
That's not
double
what you want.
3, leaving him 9. It's the 5, wants double 2.
come
And
on.
he'll go outside. He'll be left with 4 after scoring 11. Liberty requires 8. And it's a first start bust, finding the 20. So we'll go right back to the law for double 2. It's a first start bust there as well. That one high into the 15. Liberty requires 8. That's a good marker. That's just inside, though. Liberty at double 2 as well. And Liberty will find the double 2 with his final dart. Game shot and the leg to Liberty Fires, holding his throw, making it a 3-3 match, as I think we all agree this one should end up. It's an apt finish for this one, as we will go to the interview portion. Whoever wants to get on the cam first, we will get to them. It looks like it's going to be the law, so we will go over to the law.
Go to Liberty first. I'm having an issue here with my
All
camera.
right, so Law's having some camera issues. We'll go to Liberty first. Lib coming into this one, classic FODL D matchup. Maybe somebody who would be considered your rival in this one. You knew that he came in playing a match ahead of this one. Was the point battle a strategy to weaken his arm for 501?
No, it was get points, do 2-1s. Just, as Criminal says, if you have the most points, you can't lose.
That's very apt, and you made use of that point strategy, having the 3 wedges close, scoring across all of them. So it was something to be, shooting for. At any point, like I know we kind of joked about it with the 1,000-point match with the impressive water chug here. At any point, like how the law really wanted the 1,000 points at the end. Did you want to get to 1,000 points Did it get to a point where you're like, all right, I want to get there since it was brought up?
I didn't want to get to 1,000, but I want to stop him from getting to 1,000.
Fair enough. Well,
Because I don't consider him a rival. I do think he's a rival. So
very good. Well, you were able to succeed in that goal by stopping it once it got to the bull race in 501. It kind of went back and forth there. It started out with a couple of breaks, then got a couple of holds of throw. Saw some good darts. Doubling was a little bit more tidy than we've seen in some instances. Talk to us about how the practice session's been going for 501 and what you've been working on.
I haven't even thought about doubles. It's been straightening up the darts. So trying to eliminate strays. I'm recognizing that I'm throwing more to the right, so I'm getting lots of 888s when I don't want them. How do I straighten them out? So, yeah, haven't even looked at a double in 8 weeks, so not part of the practice routine anymore.
Well, you were able to still ping a couple of them this evening to work out a tie. Looking into next week for Game Week 4, you've got the Fireman on tap. What's the game plan to get ready for that one?
Good question.
Thanks, I try. But Lib, always a pleasure having you guys on, and I will say same thing I've said to Mac Attack and the accountant I've had him on. Thank you for the work you did a couple weekends ago with Extra Life. It was a lot of fun to tune in and watch and raise some money for charity. Really like the custom dart shirt you got on. It looks pretty sweet from what we can see. Thanks for being on, and we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Yep. Thanks everyone who supported during Extra Life, and we're going to do another 24-hour stream in April. So get ready.
Cannot wait for that. We will go over to the law, having a seat, sitting down.
I'll stand up for you, Rob. It would be rude to do it sitting down.
I don't care. You do what you need to do.
I've been throwing darts for about 3 hours. I'm a little tired.
It's a long time. And you do what you need to do there, Law. So coming into this one, obviously played a match before this, had some warm-up time before that. Say it's been about 3 hours. How many 3-hour dart sessions have you had, and how did that fatigue affect your performance this evening?
I don't think I've ever thrown darts for 3 hours. I was pretty... I don't know that it affected my performance that much. My performance this season has been horrific. But I was pretty tired. In the cricket match, I was almost like, just take it. Let's just go to 501. I'm tired of throwing it. I'm tired of throwing it 18. I'm going to see 18 in my dreams tonight. But yeah, no, I mean, it didn't. The thing that affects me the most, and I think this may be impacting why my play has changed so much. I had to change my stance because my right knee has really been bothering me, and it's a little tired right now. But last year I used to have it lean and everything, and I had to change that this year so I don't hurt myself, and I just haven't had any confidence with the dart. So I don't know what's going on.
I mean, any little change like that, especially when it's going to result in a difference in release point and stuff like that, will certainly affect the darts where they're coming. #athletes when we're talking about what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, look at me.
So, coming out with a 3-3 tie. You've talked about how it's been not the best start to the season for you. Able to manage 3 still. What do you think that does for your chances going forward? Again, still somewhat early in the season, but where you are in the standings, it's going to be pedal to the metal if you want to make another run at a playoff run.
Yeah, I have no confidence right now. I have no confidence at all. I have no idea how I won 3 legs, to be completely honest with you. I just have no confidence about where the dart's going, particularly on doubles. It feels random to me at times, and it's just, I'll be honest, darts isn't a lot of fun right now. So yeah, I just hope maybe this will give me a little confidence boost. But I don't think I'll be making the playoffs this year. Coming into tonight, I was 1-17 in 18 legs. Coming into this match, not coming into tonight. So that's how things have been going for me this season. But hopefully, darts can be fun again soon.
Make darts fun again. Looking forward into Gameweek 4 as you go on that campaign. You've got the newcomer, or one of the newcomers, Magic Wizard, on the docket. What do you need to work on to get ready for that one?
Yeah, I've got another match tomorrow night, and I've got a match Thursday, so I'll be playing 4 matches in 4 days. Magic Wizard, I haven't been paying too much attention. I look at the standings. I don't look at the bonus points, but Darty South was telling me that Magic Wizard threw like a 3-6-3 or something crazy like that in cricket.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been looking at some of the bonus points on the high throw. I thought I saw a 180. So this isn't the FODL D I know and love anymore. And that's a good thing. It's good for the league that everyone's playing more competitive. But, at this point, my goal, Liberty says no. At this point, my goal is to win. I'd like to win 2 legs a game. I think that would be a pretty good goal. I obviously have a lot of issues with my throw right now, and probably the rest of the season will be working on that.
Well, Law, we wish you the best of luck in that endeavor. Chat going crazy, wanting to pet that doggo. Law, congratulations on getting 3 at least, evening the match.
Yeah,
and
feels like a big win and a great match. I always, I say darts isn't fun. I always enjoy playing Liberty. We always have so much fun in our matches, and Rob always pulls the match, and it always ends up going an eternity. I'm probably talking too long right now. I'm filibustering Cali Kid next. So I'll let you guys go. But thanks for casting and great shooting, Jeremy. Great to play against you.
Yep. Yeah, man. Cheers.
No worries, guys. It was a great match. Fun to watch as always. But we were going to kick it over to the merchandise video because, again, go buy stuff. Go do it. We're at the FODL merch store, fodartleague.com/store, where you can buy apparel to show your allegiance to the FODL, show your fandom of players within the FODL. Go check it out. The hoodies and long sleeve t-shirt run is gone. It might come back at some point. There's no guarantees of that, but regardless, still some good stuff. We have more darts when we return. Don't go anywhere. We're going to try to get the setup as soon as we can because we're now behind schedule, but we'll try to catch up here. Darts Night on Twitch at the FODL. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get our second match here somewhat going, but before we do, got to mention the FODL Weekly podcast with your hosts, Red Rascal and Pepe Le, out now wherever you get your podcasting. 27 viewers out there that have stuck around. Thank you for doing so. We're about half an hour behind schedule, so guess what? We're going to do the turbo intros. And here we go. Up next is going to be a FODL B matchup between Cali Kid out of Sacramento, California, who last season finished 9th place in the FODL B division. Hashtag California Dream and throwing 24-gram Harrow's Blue Groove Sonic darts. Going up against Repat with the 20-gram 180 Meteor darts thrown out of Dayton, Ohio. Last season finished 8th place in the FODL B division. Hashtag no Ricky Evans wannabe. In the standings, what we have right now, Cali Kid currently sitting in 3rd place with 45 points, just 2 points behind DJ Mike Hughes, who has played a match in hand. Repat is down in 9th. He is 1 point behind myself. We have played an even number of matches, so this will put him likely ahead of me, unless it is a whitewash in favor of Cali Kid. No bonus points are earned. Looking at the schedule for Game Week 4, just the second match here played in FODL B. Criminal's got a 9-mark throw, a 2.83 MPR leg, a 23-dart leg, a 140, and Pepe Le with a 73 checkout. Let's look at the statistics. In cricket, Cali Kid with the 12th best MPR in the league, 2.37. Repat is 15th with a 2.30. Miss percentages both roughly around 40%. Treble and bull 15 to 14 in favor of Repat, actually. But the 5-mark percentage, Cali Kid doing more with his trebles and bulls. He is winning 63% of his legs compared to 50 for Repat. In 501, Cali Kid is 11th in the league in 501 average with a 52.95. Repat is 18th with the 50.25. Repat actually has the slight advantage in first 9, 58.8 to 55.5. Cali Kid higher average finish at 39.2. Cali Kid winning 71% of his legs. Repat 46. Let's go to the split view. It's going to be Cali Kid on the left, Repat on the right. It's going to be a FODL B matchup, so the only thing I need to do is change the frame. There we go. Which means we're going to play 8 total legs, 2 of cricket, 6 of 5 1. If the players ready to go, we'll get it underway. Repat, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cali Kid, are you ready?
Ready.
Both of our players are ready, which means it's time to get the second match of tonight's tripleheader underway. Cali Kid with darts in hand. First, game on! Whew.
Ooh.
Cali Kid open up with a miss. Got a couple of treble ones in there. Doesn't count for much. Be a great Australian cricket turn. But Repat's going to go after the 20s after Cali missing. Hearing a cat. Wow, bounce out. See ya for the Repat as he manages just a single. So, in between matches, I set everything up. Went to the restroom, and I've gotten more alcohol. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a shot of tequila for the second match. I've also gotten a beer out of the fridge. But I'll also have the tequila bottle on standby in case I need it.
Yeah, that's a miss.
3 20s for Cali Kid. Gets it closed, but he doesn't get on a points. Repat with a miss to answer. Cali Kid going very surgically here as he is going right after the 19s, although he's going to get points on this visit. 5 19s. He was foregoing points on the 20s, gets 5 of them there. And Cali Kid using the lovely FODL 2020 summer flights on his darts, as we were able to do that. Repat moving right along to the 18s. Here we go for the shot of tequila. 32 viewers out there. Cheers. Good stuff. Cali Kid moving along to the 18s as well. He gets a single after Repat was able to get 2. So Cali Kid right around his MPR average. Repat off to a slow start. Again, we'll see. We'll see if potentially the delay in the match start time has an effect on either of these players with maybe how their warm-ups would have had to go. Right now, Cali Kid looking to take advantage, but he needed another 18, couldn't get it. Just the single for Cali. It's still open here for Repat. Looks like just 118 for Repat, staying steady with that 1.0 MPR in this leg. K-Ball 02 appreciating the speed read. Chatter09 says he's dizzy. And then he's saying speed darts, throw fast. Liberty Fire saying good job, Radar. Law in the chat. Thanks to all the Law fans out there. Sorry I'm not doing it this season. I mean, you're doing it. Just not necessarily well. Cali Kid gets the 18s closed. Repat moves along to 17s. He'll get 4 of them, finding a treble with that second dart. So, again, getting another wedge closed and immediately getting some points on it. It's neither player doing their best, but Cali's going to turn it on here as well. It's a 4 mark in response. 3 17s and a single 16 for Cali Kid. Law darts asking, why was there delay? Liberty Fires, yeah, I thought this match was supposed to start at 9. What gives? I hate you all.
Just one.
Single 16 for Repat. Cali Kid, he's going after it. He'll get the first 2 in there. Jump over to 15s. Single over there as well. Law Dart saying Caster must have started late. Liberty Fires, everyone except Liberty starts late. And lots of interview questions for some reason. We do it for you, the players. We give it to you, the people. 2 15s for Repat. No longer hearing the cat meow in the background. Just a single 15 for Cali Kid, though. Going to give Repat an opportunity to potentially close and take the point lead. There's the close first dart. He's got it. He will find 2 other 15s in there. 30 points will get him back on top, 65 to 38. With Cali working with the 20s, 19s, and 16s for points. And the first dart, treble, 20. Devastating. And I think he's got that third dart into the 15. It's very close. It is in there. He pulls that dart that was blocking, and you see it in the 15. 4-mark visit for Cali Kid. As soon as Repat got on top, Cali Kid reclaims the points and gets the close of 15. To the bull we go for Repat. He'll get a single bull. Looks like a stray 20 in there also. 1 and 1, but he needs points. Cali looking for 3 bulls to finish off the leg. First dart going to pose some problems. It's in the green bit for 1, but you see how it's flighted up, blocking the rest of the bull for the second and third attempt. Repat is going to get it closed with this first one. Now looking to get some points. Doesn't get any points, but it's another useful stray with a single 19. 2 bulls to get it closed. Stray 19. So very helpful on Repat's side because he's going to need to get the other wedges closed. Cali's looking to finish it here. He can't do it. Had a dart in hand, needing just 1 more. He gets a single, but now a lot of pressure on Repat. Needs to, at minimum, take the point lead to keep Cali Kid at bay, which means he needs 2. I think it's just going to be a single if 1. So that 1 dart is in there lying just in the top of it. Cali looking for 1 for the finish. Doesn't find it, but he gets a stray 20 to add 20 points to his total. Back to Repat, now needs 2 to take the point lead. First dart's in there, though. The second dart is awkwardly lying. Not sure if it's in or not. It's not. It's just outside into the 1. And it blocked him off, too. He went for it knowing he needed the points still. But Cali not able to find the bull here with his visit. It's a miss. Doesn't get any extras either. So no bonuses. And there's a 25 to score for Repat. He'll get the 20s closed there also. And go back to the center like that. Got the single bull for 25 points. Takes the point leads. Closes 20 since he only needed 1 to do it. But Cali still has 19s and 16s. There's a nice treble 19. And the finish for Cali Kid with the third dart. Game shot and the leg to Cali Kid with the treble 19 and single bull with his third dart. As he holds the throw going up 1-0, taking the first leg of this match. Repat with darts in hand for the second leg. Game on! Liberty Fire saying 38-65. What is this low-scoring cricket? Law darts. Imagine scoring fewer than 900 cricket. So some shade being thrown from FODL D. And I agree. Got to get those points. Those are rookie numbers. Got to jack those numbers up. 2 20s for Repat, 2 20s in response from Cali Kid. Playing aggressively there. So Repat was trailing, got off to that slow start in the first leg, looking to turn it around here. He'll get 2 more 20s to get the 20s closed and add 20 points. And Cali's dropping down to 19. And he'll get the 20s closed with his third dart, single 19 and a single 20. It's a treble 20, but it's only going to count for 1. So Repat can no longer score, but he's got a point lead already. There's a treble 19 to boot with his second dart.
6.
And it's going to be 6 19s for Repat, finding 2 treble 19s with his second and third. Gorgeous darts as they sit just inside that wire in the treble bed. Cali Kid now moving to 18s because he must chase some points here. Gets 2, but doesn't get the wedge closed. Repat another treble 18 ping, first dart. Moving down to 17s. There's a 5-mark visit from Repat. So 6 mark, 5 mark goes Repat. He is getting a stranglehold on this leg. Cali Kid going after 17s. Now he will get a pair there himself. But again, not closed, and Repat just needing 1 to get it closed. And since it's not closed, could find the treble still for extra points. He'll get a single, though, first dart. And go right over to 16s, having a couple of other wedges closed already. So 117, 116 goes Repat on this visit. MPR steadily over 3 at 3.4. Cali Kid, another 2.0. Gets a single 16, and that is all. Cali trying to find anywhere where he can get points. Currently being blanked in the point department. Repat with a 77-point lead. 3 wedges closed to Cali's 0. Looking to go after 16s. Finds a double with his second dart. Goes over to 15s where he gets a single. 3 more marks for Repat. 2 16s, 1 15. Cali Kid manages a single 15 with his final dart, but again could not find any trebles or any points. Repat's going to try to get it closed. Looks like he got a 17 with his final dart, but he doesn't get anything into the 15s, giving Cali an opportunity. Cali again only able to get a single, so still hasn't gotten it closed yet. Back to Repat looking for 2. And once again, Repat utilizing the double ring. And he's moving right over to the bull. If he finds a bullseye, that'll do it. Looks like maybe a stray 18. So double 15, single bull, and a single 18, I believe, for Repat. 4 marks for him, keeping that MPR up. Cali to the center. Useful stray there. Gets the 18s closed, but nothing in the middle. Repat looking for 2. Manages 1, so inching his way closer to finishing the leg. Cali looking to dig his heels in, find some scoring ground. 1 bull, finding the green bit. Repat looking to finish it here. Trying to walk it in from the 14s. Cannot complete the walk down, but again, might have found a stray 16. No, it's just outside. It's into the 7. Cali gets another one into the green bit, finds a 25. Still no points. Repat again, 3 darts for the close.
There it is.
And he'll find it with the second dart. Game shot and the leg to Repat as he levels the match at 1 apiece, splitting the cricket portion, which means we are moving on to 501, 1-1. Cali Kid with darts in hand. Game on. Liberty Fire says he's looking forward to FODL E and setting the cricket point record there. King Raj 10. Oh, nice. Another match. Only 45 minutes late. Hey, King Raj. That's what I have to say to you. That's what I have to say. Train FODL. My Grim Eye Roll app is going to fuck tonight's count up big time. Barboy 1987. He's in the final match tonight. He says, I guess I should pop another beer. Might as well. Bottle of tequila is sitting by my side with a shot glass. I got a beer in hand. We're doing things. We're doing it. Doing it live. 60 scored for Cali. There he goes, keeping them all straight. Repat starting off with a speed limit 55. It appears to be 46 this time from Repat. So both players even at 400. Cali Kid, however, going to pour in a ton. 100 scored down to 300. Keeping that math nice and easy. You go 300, 200, 100. Simple math.
60.
There's a nice tidy 60. Good grouping there from Repat. Got the blue flighted dart splitting the two with the white flights. Cali Kid going to manage 45 on the comeback. Chatter09 saying, guys, I'm drinking a Dale's Pale Ale tonight instead of a CL. I thought that was newsworthy.
Ton.
There's a nice ton from Repat, though. He'll get down to 240. Chatter, I don't know if it's newsworthy, but it's definitely astonishing and a shocking development. Keep us posted. Looks like an 81 for Cali Kid. Couldn't quite keep them all in the 20 wedge to get to a finish. Repat 240. Looking to get there himself. It's just 28, so he's still above 200. Cali 174. First starts in the trouble, looking for a setup here. And another ton for Cali Kid. Gets under 100, down to 74. Repat back at 212. Now trying to play chase. It's Cali putting the pedal down here in the later stages with the 81 100 back-to-back. 60 scored for Repat, down to 152. Cali Kid requires 74. He's got two looks at the Rascal. It's inside a double five. That's outside, so Cali Kid gave the 74 a look. Wanted the treble 18, double 10. Goes inside, could not find the double five. Repat requires 152. That is off first start into the one. $41 scored for Repat, down to 111. Cali requires 10. For that double five. Third dart is inside. 5 remaining for Cali. Repat requires 111. It's on. Oh no, I think that dart found the 14 and not the 11. It's so close to that wire. And he finds the 5, so I do think that it hit the 14. Finds the 5 to leave 32 after 79 scored. Cali requires 5. Finds the 1, double 2. He cannot get into the double 2 after the 1. Left with 4. Repat 32. Three very, very cautious attempts, barely within the board itself. And Cali comes in with the first dart and pings the double 2. Game shot. And the leg going to Cali Kid, as it's a game of held throws so far. Repat hoping the trend continues as he's got darts in hand. Game on! Liberty Fires posing the question, what is better, Liberty Law at the beginning of the cast or Liberty Law at the end of the cast? Liberty, I think the answer is yes. It's yes. 78 scored for Repat. And it's just going to be 9 to open things up for Cali Kid. King Raj saying end. K-Ball02 says shots before or after dinner. I've already eaten, so it's after for me, but I got to agree with King Raj. Why not both? Liberty Fire says he's having tequila before his taco dinner. And then K-Ball saying it's a metaphor for law and liberty. So shots before or after dinner. So I guess since Liberty was asking before, at the beginning or end, so shots, you want to have shots before or after? Both. The answer is both. So King Raj is correct. There's 43 for Cali.
49.
Thai Curry Pizza rejoining the chat. He had left earlier, saying, "Giddy up, FODL donkeys." So we've elevated from monkeys to donkeys, or maybe we've regressed to donkeys. I don't know who's higher up on the evolutionary chain, monkeys or donkeys. I'm not a scientist, nor do I claim to be. Appears to be 54 from Repat this time. He's enjoying a comfortable lead, but Cali looking to make that lead less comfortable with an 81, getting back into that treble bed after getting off to a slow start with just 9, 43, and 30. And 59 scored for Repat, this time down to 209. Cali Kid, back-to-back treble visits, an 83 to follow the 81. Making a charge here in the middle of this leg. It's Repat this time who's going to find the treble. And he'll find two trebles for a ton 22 for Repat. Dropping down for the cover shot, treble 19, down to 87. And that is the breakfast from Cali Kid. We'll get to the breakfast question in the next leg. Repat requires 87. We'll see what he elects to do here. So. 32 scored for Repat, with Cali Kid not on a finish, elected to go for the treble 10 to leave tops rather than going top or treble 20, double 5, or single 20 bull there. But Cali is going to force the issue with a ton down to 129. Repat requires 55. Two for tops. Inside to the Rascal. The Rascal will say no, at least for the time being, may come back, but Cali Kid has an opportunity now from 129. And it's off. Just 30 scored. I'm sure that will elicit some crim eye rolls in the chat as Cali Kid leaves himself on 99. Repat requires 20. There they are from the criminal himself. Inside on the double 10 to the double 5 with one dart, and it's going to clip up for Repat. Stays out, hanging over that double 5. 10 remaining. Cali requires 99. Then, in fact, doing it twice, saying that he gets the double eye roll for that one. 59 scored, however, will leave him on tops. Repat requires 10.
And that's a bust.
And it's a bust. Narrowly into that double 12 on the wrong side of the wire. Cali Kid requires 40. Oh no, and the second dart finds a 1. Oh, it was the third dart actually that found the 1. Just a single scored. He'll be left with 39. Repat requires 10.
There it is.
And he'll find it with the first game shot and the leg going to Repat as he levels the match at 2. As the holds of throw continue here in this second match of the evening in the B division. Cali Kid with darts in hand. Game on! Gil's Echo saying he's drinking some red wine. King Raj 10 serenading us with some Billy Joel. Bottle of red, bottle of white. All depends upon your appetite. there's a nice ton to get things started off for Cali Kid. And speaking of Cali Kid, he threw a nice breakfast in the last leg. So I owe you an official breakfast question.
1, 2, 3.
There's a 123 for Repat. First start in the treble 1 and recovers with both his second and third. So you're, we'll stay on the alcohol theme just because why not? If you were going to do shots, it could be a shot or a shooter. Give me a shot or a shooter you'd like to have in the morning to wake up.
81.
81 for Repat. He'll get another in the treble. Cali Kid had gotten another solid 60. So shot or a shooter. So if you want to go with like a straight alcohol, like just do a shot tequila, that's fine. If you want to do shooters, like something like a redheaded slut or a kamikaze, something like that. Something you're going to slurp down in one gulp. There's a 43 coming in from Repat. Chatter 09 saying a shot to wake up. Shot to wake up, or if you're waking up to a shot. I don't know, man. It's hard to think of these things. There's a nice ton again from Cali. He's gone 100, 60, 60, 100. Repat's going to get 45 scored down to 209, but Cali Kid with his steady scoring, which is going to continue, is taking the lead. Another 100 scored for Cali Kid. A very nice leg going on for him right now. He is left with 81 after 15. Repat throwing a good leg himself. But right now, it's Cali Kid who's just pounding away. And looks like an 85 there from Repat, which will get him down into checkout range at 124, but Cali requires 81. Cali had a dart at the bull there, 19-12. Hits the 19 again, leaves 31, 50 scored. Repat requires 124. And he's going to be left with 86 after all is said and done. Cali requires 31. First dart is a bust, though, as he finds the treble 16, which is 48, one of the 7, but missed high. Repat, 86. Just 20 scored, treble 3 with the last. Cali 31, this time finding the 7, looking for double 12 inside, now to double 6.
Got it.
And he'll find it with the third dart. Game shot and the leg going to Cali Kid as he finds the double 6, taking out the 31 finish. And he goes up 3-2. Repat with darts in hand once again. Game on! Chatter 9 going with the Jagerbomb. That's a good one. King Raj saying a shot of espresso. I guess it's a boring answer, but I guess that's technically fair because it's espresso generally measured in shots, so. Okay. There's a nice 99 to get things started off for Repat. Cali looks like he might have stuck in a ton 40. The third dart does find the target. There you go, pulling it nicely. Ton 40 start for Cali Kid. The scoring starting to pick up here for both players, really. Repat had a pretty tidy leg there himself in the last one. It was just Cali Kid was incorrigible as he worked his way down the scoreboard. And he'll back it up with an 85. Does Cali after Repat came back with 46. So again, 32 viewers out there. Shot or shooter. that you'd like to wake up to in the morning? What's your breakfast question? We've got just 2 answers in there so far. Chatter09 saying a Jaeger bomb. King Raj 10 saying espresso. Barboy 1987 saying Cali throwing really well this season. There's a nice 36 though to temper that pace. Yota JMU saying a shooter. That doesn't really narrow it down. Nice 81 recovery from Repat with his 3rd dart, finding that treble 20. Hits 2 saying, well, gin. Ugh. Ugh. That's me. That's me from Rail Gin. That's an awful choice. 85 scored for Cali. We'll get him down to a checkout at 155. Repat's at 232, though. So not going to be able to get there now after the 6 with this first. It looks like it's only going to be 9. Cali Kid's attempt at the 155 is off here. Hitting his 3rd. He'll stay for 60, scored down to 95. Repat back at 223.
God damn it.
And back-to-back visits. The first 2 darts into the 5 and the 1 for Repat. It's just 22 for him. Cali requires 95. Does he want to go for it? He's got 2 for double 19 if he wants. He does. He was aggressive.
I like being aggressive for a lot. Leaves me with 19. Go ahead
So he's
and
got to try to clean up 19 here. Got a dart in hand to leave himself the finish he wants. He'll miss outside. Almost missed into the 19, which would have been an unfortunate bust, but instead it's 19 remaining for Cali Kid. Repat. 2 down visits for him, looking to turn the tide, get onto a finish, depending on how big it is. Chase down Cali Kid. Looks like 41 scored for Repat. He'll be left with 160. Cali requires 19. There's the 3, looking for double 8. That's just inside to double 4. And that one is outside, so Cali Kid cannot convert the 19 finish. Left with 8. Repat will have a shot here from 160. And it's off. First dart is not into the treble 20. 45 scored for Repat. Will leave him with 115. Cali Kid requires 8. And it looks like he's got it with the first dart. Game shot and the leg going to Cali Kid as he gets the first break of throw in tonight's 2nd match to go up 4-2, which means he cannot lose. We got 2 matches still to, or 2 legs still to play, and Cali's got darts in hand. Game on! Train photo saying no shots are good in the morning. I highly disagree.
Bailey's.
Cali Kid coming in with a shot of Bailey's. So creamy. Especially if you drink it from a shoe. Yota JMU says a Jaeger bomb or a spicy marg. Train photo reinforcing his position saying none. Train also saying Cali Kid is a beast this season. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Woo! Thank you. It's for everybody out there.
Speaking of, there's a 3. 3 scored. Get him out. Get him out. I'm spamming 3. Spamming 3 in the chat. A lot of 3s.
82.
Repat scoring 82. Kilf saying solid Rustbray gravel on the game on their radar. Rustbray wishes he sounds like me. That's a fun fact. It's also the truth. There's 33 scored for Cali Kid, so multiplying his previous score by 11. It's just a 26 first 9 for Cali Kid. Jamie saying beast mode, and then 3 biddies there with some clovers.
1.
As Repat changing the target line, going down to 19s for an 81.
Wow.
And Cali with just 24. So after 12 darts, Cali Kid's still at 400. Divide that up. 101 divided by 4. It's roughly 25. 25.25 if you want to be exact. But Star Connect only does the whole numbers. Repat again, just 39, but enjoying a comfortable lead here as Cali Kid has died off of the scoring, looking to turn it around there with the 60. Refires. Clearly trolling. What was the breakfast question? He wants to know it again. Pitts 2 is answering it. I'm going to say it again, even though I already know the answer that Liberty Fire is going to give it. It's crate. There you go. There you go. And there he is. Pitts 2, you fell into the trap. You fell into the trap. What an idiot. And there's a Roadhouse double deuce the hard way from Cali Kid. As his struggles continue in this leg. Repat's down under 200. Looking to keep the good times rolling for him and get the break right back. Potentially have the darts to try to get a tied match here. Liberty Fire says a Vegas bomb. All right, Liberty, what's in a Vegas bomb? I don't feel like looking it up right now. I want to know because I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this, a Vegas bomb. 60 scored for Cali Kid, down to 258. Repat requires 140. And it's going to be 27 scored for Repat. Down to 113. Cali going to need at least one big treble to get to a finish. Will not find it here. 41 scored. Down to 217. Repat requires 113. And Repat's going to take out the 1-1-3 finish. Treble 19, single 16, and tops. And Repat, pop, pop, pop. Game shot, and the leg goes to Repat as he breaks the throw right back, which means he will have the darts in hand, trying to make this one a level 4-4 match. Repat has the darts. Game on! Fire says it's Captain Morgan, Peach Schnapps, and Red Bull. All right. Fireman was excited about the Vegas bombs as well once they got mentioned. Looks like 43 to start things off for Repat. Should be repop after the triple pop of the last finish. The Cali Kid's going to get back on the scoring train, open things up with 100. Fireman says Vegas bombs are dope. At TOTs, they make it with Crown instead of Captain Morgan. I'd drink that too. Barboy 1987 saying bonus point for now. Still matches to play. 41 scored for Repat.
Fortunate.
And that looks like just 28, missing that treble 20 just right for Cali. So still, all of his darts have been right around the treble so far in this leg. That'll be 45 from Repat. He has switched down to the Pepe school of 19. Oh, scooter dart from Cali Kid. Just 40 scored. Getting a little excited, thinking about Vegas bombs maybe with his second dart. Rudy Fire saying, awful authors made it so many different ways, saying that might be before your time. The only awful authors I'm familiar with is down in the Outer Banks. That's definitely a restaurant that still exists. That's definitely a 17 there for Repat. So the scoring has switched in this one as Cali Kid is the one that is enjoying comfortable lead thanks to Repat's slow start. Mr. Roadhouse double deuce, though, for Cali Kid. Leave the door open for Repat to get back into this one, which he will gladly take. First start treble 20. And he's going to get 90 out of it, it looks like, with a couple of treble 5s to pair with it. Nonetheless, an important and tidy score for Repat to get back into this one. Cali Kid answers back with 3 steady darts into the 20 for 60 scored. And it looks like 87, might even be 94 for Repat. It is 87, so that one is above the treble 7. Was in the vicinity of it, or excuse me, the double 7. Cali Kid back-to-back visits for 60. Once again, flirting with the treble 20, but she is denying him at the bar, no matter how many drinks he buys. Repat 178 trying to get to an out. And it looks like 77 scored for Repat down to 101. Did find the treble 19 with his final dart. Cali Kid looking to keep pace. 45 will get him to an out here, down to 146. Oh, it's just, yeah, it's a 45. So 146 for Cali. He'll fix that on the rebound. Repat requires 101. Once again, Repat starting with the 19s. Oh, Repat giving the second ton-plus finish in a row a run, but that one is just inside the double 16. He'll be left with 16 remaining after scoring 85. Great attempt from Repat. Cali requires 146. Got to change that 41. It was a 45. But he's got a shot for a big finish himself. Can he take it out? He cannot. It is off. First darts into the 5. He's going to recover with the second, finding the treble 20. Pondering, goes after the 19 with the last good math there. 84 scored down to 62. Repat requires 16. And no score for Repat. All of his darts remaining outside. Cali requires 62. Oh, no. He wanted the single 20 for double 16, but he hits the 5 instead, and then he misses the 15. It's going to be 25 scored for Cali Kid. Not on a double yet. Repat back to 16. Looking for that double 8. That looks like it's just inside the double 4. On a bounce out, see ya! On the attempt at double 4, it looked to be outside, maybe around the number ring anyway, but could not convert. Cali looking for 37. That's just inside the double 16. He'll go to double 8. And that goes outside for Cali Kid. He scores 21, left with 16. Take a drink. Repat requires 8.
Second dart.
And he'll find it with the second dart. Game shot. And the leg going to Repat as he makes this one level at 4, and that's how we'll finish. Cali throwing his darts anyway. Found a bunch of doubles. Only the last one was the one that he actually would have wanted there. But it's a 4-4 split for Repat and Cali Kid. Entertaining match down the stretch. Actually entertaining match for the entirety of it, really. And we'll go to the interview portion, see who's going to be ready to go first. And we will see. The camera spin at the same time, but it's Cali Kid who narrowly gets on camera first. So we'll go to Cali Kid first here. Cali, been a very good season for you to this point coming in again, and you threw right around your average very well once again this evening. Talk to us about what the performances leading up to tonight have meant and how you felt that momentum would carry over, and how you felt you played this evening.
No, I feel like I'm throwing better this season than last, so I have a lot of confidence when I'm stepping up to start my throwing. A 4-4 isn't going to hurt you in B, so it's not like I'm mad about it. I definitely lost some legs that I should have won. I probably should have taken at least another one, but it's whatever. 4-4 is not a big deal in B. It really isn't. It's like the week didn't happen, and I'm already gotten 7-2, 7-1 matches, and that's what's gonna matter at the end of the season is those few that I was able to get a lot more legs on.
Yeah, you say 4-4 doesn't really hurt you that much in B. It's easy to say when you're sitting at the top of the standings already having won a bunch of them. I can tell you that 4-4 matches are brutal. I can tell you that. But coming in, again, you played pretty steady. You had that one leg in 501 where things kind of got away from you. But other than that, we saw the scoring once again, which has been kind of your calling card so far this season. The scoring has blossomed for you. What in your throw have you been able to find that's really come together in the scoring portions in 501?
For me, it's just been my release, honestly. I've been really consistent with it, and then just throwing them straight. I mean, you saw how many treble ones or treble fives I hit, and how many times I flirted with the treble. So I know I'm right there, just a matter of how they fall when I'm throwing it. But as long as I keep hitting right around that, and it's definitely my release, I'm going to be fine. So, unfortunately, I didn't get the actual win, but that's okay.
Looking into the chat real quick, everybody loving the Goof Troop shirt. Yota James saying Peloton Flex in there as well.
Oh, yeah.
But looking forward to next week, Cali. You've got Bud the Chud for Gameweek 5. What's the game plan to get ready for that one?
Well, with Bud, I mean, it's definitely, we're both very capable of, I mean, I'll be happy with a 4-4. But for me, I'm doing 4 matches this week because next to holidays, I'm playing my handicap match against the Grubs tomorrow. That'll be easy to win because I'm scoring well and I got points on them, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then I'm playing, who am I playing Thursday? Pepe. I'm playing Pepe on Thursday for our floating game week 2. So I've got a lot of matches ahead of that, so that's going to help me get ready for Bud. I'm not worried about Pepe. Sorry, Pepe. But I have more. Bud's the one I'll practice for. So I have these other 2 matches in. It's going to be helpful to prepare for that for Sunday.
Well, I'm sure we'll hear about that one on the podcast now after that shade thrown at Pepe Le. But Cali Kid, if it's like when people get mad about bat flips in baseball. If you don't like it, don't throw a bad pitch. So
right,
don't
throw 30. No, what was it? I was listening to podcasts where it was like 39 average. That's not going to do it in B. That's not going to do it in B either. So I mean, that's on him. That's not on me. So
flex on him if you can, Cali. Been a very good season to this point. Hope it continues for you, except for when we play later this season. As always, good luck the rest of the way. We'll talk to you a little bit later, my man.
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks, Radar. And my kryptonite. You know how I can take you down. Not even remember our match and what happened last time. But Repat, good throwing man. He throws some good darts out there. Great checkout, 113. Very impressed. I'm glad that was the leg I was sucking on because I don't think I was going to even have a chance anyway. So at least that was promising it all. See you guys.
Yeah, good match.
We'll go over to Repat now. He's repping the FODL swag as opposed to the Goof Troop swag, so that's always great. Repat, coming into this one, you knew Cali Kid was near the top of the table, and you were kind of, in the same position you've been in last season as well, where you're, somewhat middling, but still, if you look at the averages playing well. Talk to us about what you were coming into this match and what the game plan was to try to get a victory this evening.
Well, this is the 3rd time I've played Cali, and I was hoping for a win, but I guess I'm just working my way up to it. Got a tie now.
Well, coming into it, again, had a little bit of a delay. The first match ran a little bit long. I know you've talked about the brevity of some of the FODL matches. Did some of the extended warm-up time, do you think that played to your favor to get warmed up for this one, or do you think that hurt you coming in?
I think it probably helped a little. I don't think it was much of a big deal.
Well, coming in, and then you were able to take out that 113 out, going at the 19s first. I know that would be criminal approved. Have you been studying the criminal math, or is this just we know that you've got a lot of darting experience. Is this just drawing on your own experience, or was it, we saw you drop to 19s at certain points during the match. Was it a lack of confidence in throwing at the 20s that made you drop to the 19s on that one?
Yeah, I started going into the 5 and 1 and just got frustrated, so moved down to the 19s. I felt more comfortable down there. Seemed to pick up a few triples here and there. So it's just decided to go that way.
Well, looking forward into next week, your opponents at the top of the table continue. You've got Deadhead Darter on the docket for Game Week 5. I know he's a familiar competitor to you. What's the game plan, and what are you looking forward to from that match?
Just got to try to play my best, Yeah, it's always a good match with Deadhead. We play in the Reddit webcam league together. We've played a few times on here, so it's always a good match.
Well, Repat, appreciate the time as always. Good luck the rest of the season. We'll talk to you a little bit later.
All right. Great cast. Great game, Cali.
Hey, appreciate it, Ray.
No worries, guys. And we'll throw it over to the mid-card once again because we have one more match to go in this one. It's going to be another FODL B matchup. I'll get it set up as quickly as I can. We made up some ground, but not enough to be on time. 39 viewers. Please do not go anywhere. Darts Night on Twitch is coming right back here, presented by the FODL. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to come back for our third and final match of tonight's broadcast. And since, again, running 25 minutes behind, we are going to go with the Turbo introduction. It's going to be another FODL B division matchup between the players on your screen. Pepe Le from Spokane, Washington, last season finished 11th place in the FODL A division, was relegated to FODL B. 22-gram target Rob Cross darts, hashtag pew pew pew. Throwing against Barboy, Falls Church, Virginia, last season finished 2nd place in the FODL C division, throwing 22-gram Red Dragon Peter Wright Mamba 2s. Hashtag the bar is open. Looking at the standings after that one is updated. Cali Kid now at the top of the table with 5 matches played, 53 total points. Deadhead Darter nipping at his heels with 50. For both of these players, Pepe Le is currently in 4th place, although he's got a couple of matches in hand, playing 6 matches. He's got 45 points. Barboy is in 7th place with 37 points. He's got 5 matches played to this point. Looking at the schedule here in Game Week 4. This is not a Game Week 4 match. Whoopsie, didn't fix that. We're going to skip it. We're going to go to the statistics. Barboy is 14th in the league in MPR for cricket, 2.31. Pepe Le is 30th at 1.95. Pepe Le's miss percentage 49% to Barboy's 38. Treble Bull is roughly the same, 12 to 10. And Barboy is winning 60% of his legs to Pepe Le's 28.5. In 501, Barboy at the slight advantage again, 28th in the league with a 46.80. Pepe Le is 32nd with a 45.56. Pepe Le with a slight advantage in the first 9. Barboy with the advantage in the higher finishing. Although Pepe Le is currently winning more of his legs played. Going to the split view now, it's going to be Pepe Le on the left side of the screen, Barboy on the right side of the screen. And since both of our players are certainly ready to go because it's late. It's late. Although Pepe Le's on the West Coast, it's not really that late. It's just kind of late for him. We'll get this thing underway. Pepe Le is going to have the darts in hand for the first leg. Game on!
Shoot well. That was awesome.
You too.
There's a miss to start her off.
Well, they requested the turbo introduction because it's late to get it started off, and after all that, Pepe Le starts off by not scoring anything. How about that? Barboy is going to answer back. He'll get 2 20s to get things going. Pits 2 in the chat. Turbo radar, that's correct. Maximum overdrive. Game on. Fireman asking where the merch store was. The merch store was shown between the first and second match because that's typically when we have the most viewers. Because, getting towards the end of the evening, viewers tend to dissipate. But guess what? If you're asking where the merch store is, you know where it is. It's www.fodartleague.com/store. So go to it and buy stuff. If you're asking where the merch store is, you already know. You already know. Barboy with a big turn there. Treble 20 and a single 19 to boot. 4 marks for him. Pits 2. Polling the chat there saying, which Pepe will show up tonight? Type A for the 50-plus average Pepe. Type F for the under 40 average Pepe.
B.
Kim K-Ball02 says both, no middle to the curve each leg. Pepe's got 19 points off the board after 2 19s. Barboy's going to close the 19s with 2, forcing Pepe to move. And he looks like he's going to the 18s. His second art finds home, as does his third. 2 18s for Pepe Le. He just likes the song. That's fair. Fireman, that's fair. And that looks like 3 steady 18s for Barboy, sneaking him on top of that wire. Pepe once again on the move, although this time going to find some footing. The treble 17, 4 mark in the 17s for Pepe. So he gets some points on the board. Although Barboy, he will stay aggressive going after the 17s. But the third dart is the one that does not connect. 2 17s for Barboy. However, doesn't get it closed, so Pepe has scoring opportunities. The first dart is in the 17, as is the third. 2 17s for Pepe. He'll get 34 points, get up 70 to 40. Barboy's going to find double 20 with his first dart, though. Come right back down to 17s. Miss with the second, though. And miss with the third, so pressure darts on Barboy to close. Cannot do it. But he's got the point lead back thanks to that double 20. Door still open for Pepe. He's going to need to use all 3 darts to kick it open. Maybe just a nudge with the foot as he gets a single. 87 now. Barboy, this time he's going to one-up himself on the 20. He's finding a treble 20. There's the 17 to close with the second dart as well. It's a 5-mark round for Barboy. Treble 20, single 17, single 16. Pepe, though, right back with a treble 16, his first dart. He's once again trying to get some points. It's a 5-mark round in response from Pepe as he's got 5 16s. Barboy's staying at the 16th at this point. He'll get the first 2 in there, get the close before Pepe gets any more momentum. Go over to the 15s where he finds a single. It's another 3-mark visit for Barboy. But Pepe starting to pepper the treble beds. It's 4 15s for Pepe. So again, narrowing the gap, trailing by just 6. Barboy, big pressure on this third dart, but he does find the single 15, gets 2 15s to get it closed. Pepe trailing by 6. Only place he can score left is the bull. There's a close of 18, though, with this first dart. And Pepe seems content to try to make this thing a bull race. But he's only going to get a single 20. 118 to close it, and 120. Barboy now going to go for points after seeing that Pepe was trying to make it a bull race. He'll get a single 20. Now he's going after the center, but he misses with both darts 2 and 3. But that 120 will force Pepe to get at least 1 extra bull. Pepe continuing on the quest for a bull race, but it will not happen yet. It's a miss from Pepe. Cannot get any traction in that 20. Barboy after the center. First dart is in there. Needs a bullseye with the third to finish it. He can't find it. Single bull for Barboy. Continuing to work closer. There's a single 20. There's a second single 20. So we do now have a bull race on our hands. Pepe needs 5. Barboy needs 2.
Oh.
It's a tight grouping with the first and second, but it's a miss when it comes to the actual score for Barboy. Pepe now trying to get 5 in the center. He'll start out with 0. His first visit at the bullseye.
First start.
Speaking of bullseye, Barboy's going to finish it with a bullseye. First start. Game shot. And the leg going to Barboy, breaking the throw. He got out in the lead in points. Pepe made it a bull race, but Barboy up to the task. Barboy going to have darts in hand for the second leg. Game on! Pitts 2 asking if Pepe throwing with Everton flights. That explains everything. There's 3 solid 20s from Barboy to start things off. Fireman saying he needs some Arsenal flights. Pitts 2 saying no fireman, not like this. The fireman saying my dad has the cannon tattooed on his arm but also has West Ham flights on his darts. LMAO. Pitts 2 says, sounds like an Arsenal fan. I mean, I don't really know much about the English Premier League. Speaking of not knowing much, I'm not paying that much attention. Pepe Le opened up with a 7 mark in the 19s. Should have been watching that. That's darts to see from Pepe Le.
Oh,
That's a tough deflection. Just a single 20, though. But Barboy, with his last visit, really wasn't able to get much going in the 20s in response to the 7 mark. That looks like 2 20s from Barboy this time, but still Pepe Le with the point lead due to a 7 mark. Now I'll keep referencing it to make it seem like I saw it. I seen it. Speaking of what I seen, there's 2 20s from Pepe Le. He moves right over to 18's next door, gets a single there, so 3 mark visit from Pepe Le. This time it's Pepe out in front. And that's 3 steady 18s for Barboy, so potential for scoring, but Pepe Le could still find 2 to close the wedge, and he's got the 19s closed on which to score, if he so chooses. Well, it's a miss from Pepe Le. The third dart scooters outside. Pits 2 remarking 34 viewers, 2 in the chat. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Barboy gets a single 18 to get up in points, moves immediately to the 19s, gets a single, but nothing else. Pepe going exactly the opposite. Single 19 with his first dart, goes up for the 18s, but he only gets 1. Had a dart in hand to get the 18s closed. Couldn't find it with a third. Back to Barboy we go. This time Barboy staying put on the 18s.
Oh,
trying
come
to get
on.
more points, but it's a treble 4 just below that treble 18.
Golly.
Pepe Le trailing by 1 measly little point. Or as Liberty Fires would say, Barboy with a commanding lead. But no more. Pepe Le getting a couple of 19s there. Gets 2. So this time Pepe Le changing his strategy as well. He potentially had a dart in hand to close the 18s.
Wow.
And it's a miss from Barboy, stacking darts on the wire, finding the treble 1 and the single 1, but could not be closer to the 18 with either without being in it. And Pepe Le gets the 18 closed with a double. Second dart, moves back down, split the difference between the 19s and the 17s. Not sure of the target, but Barboy definitely sure of the target, going for 17s here. Finds a pair with darts 1 and 2. Couldn't keep all 3 of them in the area. Pepe Le, he's going for 17s here as well. There's 2 17s for Pepe Le. K-Ball02 rejoining the chat. Repat 180 is back in here saying womp. Yo to JB saying wrecked.
Wow.
And Barboy finding so many wires and next door neighbor trebles.
Jeez.
They look good out of the hand, but they amount for nothing on the scoreboard. Pepe Le looking for just a single 17 to close it. Takes all 3 darts, but he finds it on the third. So an important third dart there from Pepe Le, forcing Barboy once again to move.
Come on.
And it's 3 16s. Another dart begging at the treble there for Barboy. Pepe first starts into the 19. Not sure if it was intentional or not, but it's going to count for points whether it was or not. Single 16 to join it. Looks like he went for the double with his final dart. Trying to get the close, but Barboy's got the 16s open. Available for scoring. That looks like a weird Robin Hood maybe, or just an extreme angle where it kind of buried into the 7. Not sure what happened there, but it's just a single 16 for Barboy. And that's just going to be a single for Pepe Le as he stacks a couple below the wire into the 7. Was looking for the close but couldn't get it. Now it's Barboy. Maybe trying to find an angle into that treble. Goes for the 19s with his last dart, actually. So 2 16s and a single 19. So not in the point lead, but another dart into the 19 where he's now one away from closing it. Pepe struggling with the 16s. First 2 darts at it, missing. Goes back to the 19s for more points, but he can't close Barboy off.
Oh, give me a break.
And just a single in response for Barboy, so things getting tight here down the stretch of the second leg of cricket, and finally Pepe Le is able to close the 16s. He's going to come back to 19 for the second dart for more points, and the third where he finds a treble, a massive visit for Pepe Le Pew at this juncture. A 5-mark round, single 16 and 4 19s. Barboy's had enough of the points on 19s, getting the close with his first dart before moving over to 15s, where he gets a single. Pitts 2 saying savage. Still, Barboy now has got it closed, but it may be a little bit too little too late. Pepe Le moves over to 15s, but he only gets 2, so that is not yet closed on his side. Barboy needs... You got to think this third dart's got to be in the treble to stay in contention. It's 3 15s for Barboy, missing just inside 175, 247. Pepe looks like he's got the 15s closed. That first dart is very close based on the second dart going in towards the center. I would say he does. And in a bullseye third dart, big for Pepe. Gets the 15s closed. He only needs 1 to break right back. Barboy is going to answer with a bullseye of his own, but it's Pepe Le in command. We've got a bull race on our hands. Pepe needs 1. And that second dart is so close, but it's not in. Barboy needs 4. Needs anything to get going here, and he will miss similarly to Pepe Le with a couple of darts right on the outskirts of the bull. Wow, another very close dart for Pepe, but he's going to use it to perfection to find a bullseye finish. Game shot, and the leg going to Pepe Le. Pew, 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 as he levels the match at 1 apiece. Both players winning their cricket legs against the throw. Pepe Le's got darts in hand for the 501 portion. Game on!
Pretty.
38 to get things kicked off for Pepe Le. Finding a treble 5 and a treble 1. Barboy's going to get it started with 41. Pepe Le with the immediate switch down to the 19s, not wasting any time. 45 scored for Pepe Le. And Barboy's going to answer with just a roadhouse double deuce. We'll say the angle. Barboy's got the extreme downward angled flights when they or the entry into the board. Pepe Le going to answer just 31. Finding a treble 3 to go along with a single 3 and a single 19. Barboy's just stacking darts on top of that treble 20. It's going to be 60 scored for him. Benny X31 joining the chat. Thank you, Benny X31, saying pew pew. Missing a pew there. There's 3 of them. 85 scored for Pepe Le this time. He gets into the treble bed. And there it is. There's a breakfast from Barboy. Single 5, single 20, and single 1 in the first leg of 5-1. And as we do here every time in the FODL, the FODL, the first online dart league, we ask an official breakfast for the first breakfast of every single match. Not every cast, but every single match. Which means I have to think of yet another breakfast question. All right. This one's coming from the breakfast that I had this morning. If you're going to make hash browns, first of all, are you shredding potatoes or are you doing like cubed potatoes for your hash? And secondly, what kind of seasonings are you putting on your hash browns? 30 viewers out there, shredded or cubed? And what seasonings, spices are you doing for hash browns? Let me know.
Unbelievable.
This morning, what I did is I did shredded hash browns with and kept it pretty simple with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. It was delicious. Pepe lay with an 83 there, working on the 19s. Not quite working on his night moves. Maybe he is, I don't know. And just a 28 for Barboy, so the struggles continue on the right side. Pepe lay requires 134. And it's 59 scored for Pepe lay. Barboy needing, after those couple, not going to be able to get to an out. He'll score 59 also, down to 2 of 4. Pepe lay requires 75. And Pepe lay's going to take out the 75 finish. Finds a 3. Treble 12 is 36. Another 36. Double 18. Pop, pop, pop. Pepe lay. Pew, pew, pew. Game shot. And the leg as he goes up 2-1. Barboy looking to get things back on track with darts in hand. Game on. Fireman saying, isn't cubed home fries? I mean, yes, no. Technically, but I mean, if you think about it, if you like make a breakfast hash, it doesn't have to be, you know, shredded potatoes. It's often used as cubed potatoes. Or if you're making a hash of any other kind with like any other meal, it's not usually shredded. So, okay, if you want me to redefine the breakfast question, fine. If you're doing potatoes for breakfast, are you shredding them or cubing them, and what are you putting on them? How about that? How about that? Is that okay, Fireman? Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Just trying to please. I'm trying to think of things. I'm trying to think of breakfast questions. It's hard. I'm under a lot of pressure here to think of breakfast questions. The Grub's saying shredded cheddar cheese. It's, I guess that's a seasoning or spice. Thai Curry Pizza says cubed because I'm not a monster and everything in the cupboard. I got a lot of things in the cupboard. I don't think I want to necessarily be putting half the things that are in my cupboard on my potatoes. So, Benny X31 says now he's hungry. Well, go eat. Live your life, man. Do your thing. Nice 95 from Pepe lay. Fireman saying shredded with cheese and an over easy egg broken on top. So nobody likes spices, I guess. Just not a thing of it. Thai Curry Pizza says it's potatoes. They can take it. I think you're underestimating how many spices I have in my spice rack and pantry. There's a 45 from Barboy. Pepe lay backed up the 95 with a nice 83. Blade 5 in the chat. Sick checkout Pepe. So once again, we're really ignoring a lot of, like, half the question. So we're saying shredded potatoes with cheese and an over easy egg broken on top. So now now you're answering what kind of breakfast hash you would make, but we still haven't gotten to whatever spices you're putting on your potatoes. That's really what I wanted to know. If you're going to shred them or cube them, and what spices are you putting on them? What seasonings are you putting on them? I don't consider cheese and eggs seasonings. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't think I've gotten to that point yet. That might be a ton 21 for Barboy. It is a ton 21. I wasn't even sure. Based on the second dart, it could have been a 180 pretty easily. It was pretty close in that corner. And for Pepe Le, that might just be a 41. So he's at 153. But Barboy, that massive 121, left with 85. Where that dart's laying, if that's a single 17 or a treble. It's at such a weird angle, I have no idea.
Nah.
So it was into the treble 17, dangling, and Barboy goes inside on 16, but he scores 69. Ooh, nice. Pepe Le requires 153. He'll find a treble with his third to score 85, get down to 68. Barboy requires 16.
First start.
And he'll find it with the first game shot, and the leg going to Barboy as he levels the match at 2 apiece. Pepe Le going to have darts in hand coming back to the board. Game on! Fireman, I felt like the spices were implied. Literally, the question was shredded and cubed, and what spices are you putting on it? How are the spices implied when that is the question? That is the question. That is my mind exploding to that response. I'm the one that's not going crazy here. I'm confirming it by the answers in the chat. K-Ball says he likes sriracha and cubed potatoes. Blade Mouth 5, Scotch bonnet hot sauce. Thai curry pizza, salt, pepper, paprika, all hotness available, dried green stuff sometimes. Happy? Yeah, I am happy. Speaking of happy, Barboy's happy with that ton 40 he just threw. Pepe Le bouncing back and forth between the 20s and the 19s, this time coming up with 40 as he goes back up to the top. And Blade Mouth 5 following trap to Liberty Fire's question, as was K-Ball 02. They clearly don't know what Liberty, the dastardly evil that Liberty Fires is capable of.
Okay.
As Pepe Le going to pour in 43. Barboy off to a good start thanks to that 140 and backed up with an 81. And finding the treble bed once again. Finding it twice, in fact, ton 21 for Barboy, turning it on here in the fifth leg of the match. We've reached the halfway point of our final match this evening, and it's Barboy turning up the heat on Pepe Le. Pepe Le scoring 21. Take a drink if you're of legal drinking age. Barboy requires 137. It's going to be off after that one.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be 58 scored. Pepe back at 334. Switching back down to the 19s once again. 45 scored for him. Barboy requires 79. One dart for tops. Just outside for Barboy, but he will return. Pepe Le not yet on a finish, back at 289. Going to need 2 trebles to get there. And 43 again for Pepe Le. Barboy minimum 6 darts, 40. Inside, double 10.
Second dart.
Finds it with the second dart. Game shot and the leg to Barboy as he gets a break of throw with a nice 20 dart leg thanks to a 140 and 121 scoring. He's going to have the darts in hand after that break of throw. Game on! Blade Mouth 5 says Cajun spices. Check out Emerald's recipe for essence. Yep, that's a good one. Thai curry pizza. The question implies the answer of the spices. Don't you get it? No. No. No, it don't. Because it doesn't make any sense. Repat 180 says he thinks onions would be implied. Why? Why would onions be implied? I I don't understand how the direct question that I asked implies anything. Liberty Fire says hash brown, smothered, covered, diced, peppered, capped. Repat 180, salt, pepper, fresh rosemary, parsley. There we go. There's an answer. Got an answer. Out of Repat. And that looks like 50 from Pepe, finding a pair of treble fives.
Wow.
And just a surgical little 7 for Barboy. Shadow 9 saying nice leg to the Barboy. I agree. 20 dart leg, always nice. This one's going to be a 50 for Barboy. So both players having a 50 in this leg. Doing it in different ways. Pepe had 2 treble 5s and a single 20. Barboy is a double 5 and 2 single 20s. There's a 36 for Pepe as we work our way down.
Oh, man.
Now it looks like it's just 60 for the Barboy. Pepe once again doing his patented drop down to 19s. 33 scored this time. As he plucks the darts out of the board. Barboy looks like he's back in the treble though with his second dart. 70 scored for Barboy. So we'll get down to 249. Pepe back up at 20s now. And appears to be 27 scored, finding one in the bull. Down to 265. Barboy had darts in hand for this leg. Trying to stay out in front, trying to increase his point lead. The little roadhouse double deuce, not necessarily going to help the cause.
Nope.
Pepe dropping back down to 19s. Like the drop on 19s here from 265, because guess what? If you hit 5 19s, that leaves you 270. So I like that math. But it's just 29, though, from Pepe. I don't like that math from Barboy. I will say that from 227, where he started on the 19s and switched back up. You either 227 think you got to stay one or the other, because 60 scored leaves you 167, which is finished. 57 scored leaves you 170, so it's really just a determination of preference, but switching back and forth between the two does not get you anywhere, because 59 or 58 doesn't get you onto an out, because 169, 168 do not qualify. But Barboy's going to get to a finish now with 144. Pepe looks like he's going to get to a finish also. 176, first starts in the treble there. Looks like a ton 40 for Pepe to leave him 36, and out of nowhere, he's on a single dart out. Barboy with an attempt, though, from 144. It's on. Oh, it's off after the second dart. Barboy had the first treble, needed another one to leave double 12. Now has one dart left with 79. That's just inside the 19. 60 remaining, 84 scored. Pepe looking for 36, double 18. And he's going to find it with the third dart. Game shot. And the leg going to Pepe. Pew, pew, pew. As he gets a break of throw immediately after Barboy does to once again level the match at 3. Pepe's got darts in hand as we go to the penultimate leg of this match. Gamma! Chatter09 asking, can we get another tie tonight? We've seen 2. Can we go 3 for 3 on the ties? Pepe is going to start it off with 41. So we will have to just wait and see what happens. There's 81, though, from Barboy, getting down a nice 420. Blaze it! And back-to-back 41s for Pepe, so staying consistent, if nothing else. And it's 45 there from the Barboy. trying to extend the lead, looking for a break of throw to potentially have the darts to win the match. 45 coming in from Pepe Le. But again, last leg we saw both players kind of struggling with the scoring, and then Pepe Le turned it on late.
Well, 9.
And came blasting through to get that 140 and then finished off on double 18. Just a 9 scored, so a drop-off from Barboy opening the door, but it looks like another 41 from Pepe Le. Oh, that's a breakfast. So if you haven't answered the breakfast question, which only like 2 of you have, breakfast potatoes, are you shredding them or are you cubing them? And what spices are you putting on your potatoes? Spices. What are you seasoning the damn potatoes with? People answering, oh, I'm putting an egg and cheese on them. It's not seasonings. Listen, use your ears. 57 there from Pepe Le. Thai Curry Pizza was leaving the chat again. He says the hash browns are ready. Bye.
Wow.
And it's just the second single-digit score for Barboy in this leg with 7. Bounce out from Pepe Le, though. See ya. That one finds floor, but a nice recovery as he finds the treble 19 for 64. So making the most of just 2 darts there is Pepe Le.
You're kidding me.
And it looks like another breakfast from Barboy.
Oh, man.
I'm not repeating the question. It was just asked. It was just said. 41 scored for Pepe Le. But he's holding a comfortable lead thanks to some slack in the scoring from Barboy. Barboy looking to rectify that here, though. It's a little bit back on track. A tidy 60 scored that time. Pepe's out in front. About 50, trying to get to a finish first. And it's going to be 17 to leave 169, which will not convert a finish, which means Barboy has an opportunity to get to a checkout first. And he will do so. 83 for Barboy. Gets him down to 248. Or correction, 148, excuse me. And Pepe for the setup from 169. It'll score 60. Oh, that is 45. Wow, that second dart definitely looked like it was in 20, but it was in the 5. So 45 down to 124. Barboy requires 148. It's off.
Oh, give me a
And
break.
it's just 24, so he will match now Pepe Le's 124. Pepe with the first shot at it. 43 scored from Pepe Le down to 81. Barboy, his attempt from 124. It's off as well. As he's going to score 44 and leave 80. Pepe Le, 81. Be 32 scored for Pepe Le. Down to 49. Barboy requires 80. 1 for tops.
Oh,
And he'll miss into the 1, leaving 39. Pepe Le looking to clean up 49.
Oh.
Two for double 16. Inside with the final dart. 16 remaining for Pepe Le. Barboy, he's looking to clean up 39. He's got 2 for double 16 as well. Inside to double 8 with the last. And it's going to be a bust for Barboy as he finds another single 16. Over to Pepe Le, looking for double 8.
Cool.
Inside double 4. And inside with the last, so Pepe Le is now down to 4. Barboy is back at 39. Once again, he's got 2 for double 16.
Second dart.
And he'll find it with the second dart this time. Game shot. And the leg going to Barboy as he picks off the 39 finish in 2 darts. He's up 4-3. He cannot lose. And he's got darts in hand as we go to the final leg of the evening. Game on!
Got him!
And there's a 180 from Barboy to start things off. The 9-dart sweat is on as he pounds in the maximum. Great start for Barboy. Pepe Le, third dart coming in, looked like a 15 for the third dart, so I think it's just going to be 23 for him. Barboy with a 9-dart sweat on, and it's off.
It's way off, guys. It's way off.
It's way off. It could have been farther off, although finding 2 treble ones is nice. Chatter 09, immediately nice Barboy. Yota Jamie throwing 50 biddies in there. K-Ball 02, oh my. FO Dart League saying, well, damn, okay, shoddy. Elisard saying, boom. And Pepe Le's going to answer. Looks like a 133 from Pepe as he drops down to the 19s, finding 7 of them, which is 133 points. So big scoring from both players here in this one. Looks like 55, the speed limit from the Barboy. Pepe's going to stay at the bottom half of the board. 41 coming in this time. Barboy already under 300 at 240 thanks to that maximum.
Oh, terrible.
And it's going to throw another breakfast.
Wasted.
So 36 viewers, 33 viewers. Somehow we just lost 3 viewers. A good leg. I don't know what's going on. There's 25 from Pepe Le. Potentially last, or correction, 33 from Pepe Le. Potentially last opportunity to answer the breakfast question. Potatoes, if you're having breakfast potatoes, you doing shredded or cubed potatoes, and what seasonings or spices are you putting on them? 60 scored for Barboy. He's on a checkout at 154. Pepe going to need some help to get there. Oh, the third dart coming in very quickly. Might just be 14. It is just 14. Barboy, of course, 154. He's averaging 69 at this point. Nice. The Grubs smashing in 180 bits there.
Oh, give me a break.
Looks like 58 scored for Barboy. Almost found the treble with his last dart. Just above it. Pepe. Back to the 19s. 76 scored down to 181, but Barboy sitting at 96.
Wow.
And it will be 41 scored for Barboy as he finds the double 19th as last. Pepe, 181. He'll be on a finish for sure. 79 scored for Pepe Le down to 102. Barboy requires 55. This is the big number with the first dart. Down to 53. He misses the big number twice. Looking still to clean it up with the third dart from 47.
Can't do it.
He misses 3 big numbers. 37 remaining for Barboy. If just 18 scored, Pepe requires 102. It looks like 50 scored, 33 scored, leaves him 69. Barboy requires 37. Barboy had a couple shots at the double 16, double 8, could not convert. Pepe Le looking for 69. Nice. Pepe loves to fly by the seat of his pants, similar to Dilly Dilly at 69. Found the single 19. Went for the bullseye finish. Found the green bit just outside. Almost took it out in 2 darts, but instead hits the 9 with his final to leave 16. Barboy also on 16, and he's up
First dart.
and he'll find it with the first dart. Game, shot, the leg, and the match. Going to Barboy.